Yep. Hey, there we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Overworked Nerds. This is a show where a bunch of busybody friends take a day out of the week to play D&D together. It's fun. So, before we jump into tonight's show, I think we have some announcements from our very special sponsor, Jimmy.
All right. Dude, we're on. Cool. Yep. So, we have a friend, and he so graciously jumped in and started building us these dice trays. I want to hold these up and show these to you. Wait. No, it smells fine. Like, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not a bad smell. All right. Okay. Hello. I was just, getting ready. Getting to know my new dice tray. It's a beauty. Oh, Lord. Look at that. If you're like me, you love having a nice dice tray to wrangle your rowdy math rocks, but high-quality dice trays with lots of features can put a hefty dent on your precious gaming budget.
True.
That's where NextGen 3D Creations saves the day. They offer high-quality 3D printed dice trays that look fantastic and won't cost you an arm and a leg. These trays are engineered by a fellow nerd who has played D&D for other tabletop role-playing games for over a decade. So he understands what it feels like to be at the table and not able to find your D20. What a shame. And guess what else? As a special treat for our community, you can use the discount code OverworkedNerds20 at checkout for a sweet 20% discount on your purchase. So don't delay. Head over to, we'll drop a link in chat so that you can go and get access to it. And grab yourself one of these awesome dice trays today. Trust me, you're going to love it.
Amazing. Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Ben, I think you have some
Now that that's
announcements.
over, thank God. Do you want to dive even deeper into the world of Overworked Nerds? Join us on Patreon by becoming a patron with benefits. Yes, that's right. You get access to exclusive live Q&A sessions, behind-the-scenes content, and even Patreon-only Discord channels where you can chat directly with us about the show, our journey, and more. Plus, you'll earn an exclusive Discord title to show off your support. So don't wait. Head over to patreon.com/Overworked Nerds and become a part of the support that helps us keep on the adventuring.
Oh, right. Patron with benefits. Liz, you have something?
Yes. Do you want to dive even deeper?
How deep does it go?
I'll tell you. Stay connected with us. Between streams, we upload silly, awesome content and memes. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Overworked Nerds. And you can catch up on all of our past episodes on YouTube. We also have an amazing Discord community, as was mentioned in the Patreon announcement. But even non-patrons, join our server. We are in there chatting all the time about, what we're listening to, memes, cat pictures, talking about the shows, shared interests, all sorts of stuff. So jump in our Discord and join the fun. All links to our social accounts can be found under the About tab on our Twitch profile. And I hope to see you there soon.
Yay.
Good job.
Oh, me. Clark. Azariah, Clark.
Someone.
Oh, sorry. What's going on?
Who is that?
Who are you? How'd you get here?
Clark the Ranger.
We're not here to play D&D, y'all. We're just here to goof off.
Yeah.
Tricked ya.
We're definitely not diving deeper with me, though. But we do have an additional opportunity for folks to hang out with us. So mark your calendars. This Wednesday at 8 p.m. you can join Finlay, Kyle, and myself for XP and Chill, our new streaming experience from Overworked Nerds, where we enjoy popular video game titles together online. This week, we're diving into Larian Studios' award-winning RPG, Baldur's Gate 3, the game that is still sweeping the world off its feet. So come hang out with us and see who can successfully romance Karlak, while discussing our tabletop adventures in totally serious fashion. Maybe a Patreon perk coming there?
Maybe it could be. Patron with
Romance the DM?
This sounds like it's just a ploy to get, so that Kyle can get us to play Baldur's Gate with him.
Yeah,
maybe.
possibly.
It might be. Can have it confirmed or denied.
Anyways, we would love to have you all a part of our conversation as we play.
Yeah.
So come hang out and share your thoughts.
Amazing. So, now that that is out of the way.
No, that's over.
Please
Now
sponsor
that
us.
that's done. Actually, Jimmy, I think you have a little bit of a surprise for the table.
What?
Can you remind me what my surprise is?
Everyone check under the seats.
Under my seat.
In the chest next
In the
to you.
chest.
Yep.
Oh, the treasure chest. Oh, loot, dude. Okay.
Okay, now the build-up is killing.
Avery came through with the dice tray 2.0.
You lied to me. You lied.
Oh, we're getting them yet. Oh, that's me.
Oh,
That's Poppy.
no.
That's for me. Ooh.
These are so cool.
Ooh.
I am so
Dude, the
excited.
phone rests on. Ooh.
I'm so sorry about that audio spike, everybody. That my hands are so
Yeah.
full
What
with,
happened
great.
again?
Great.
really cool
That's
tray
amazing.
2.0. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but
What?
it's
Yeah.
modular, which is even better. And there's a little like phone or tablet stand.
Wait, that's
It's
actually
got
genius.
our symbol for
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a
we're
cross-
playing with my dice train. Give it to me.
Give me the dice tray.
Don't worry, it's not like a D20. I can't ruin it.
My
for
sponsor gift.
That's not true. You can ruin anything.
Yeah. I've seen some interesting things.
It has our names and our class tokens on here.
Yeah.
And we got to choose our colors. This is amazing.
Yeah, these are
Okay,
amazing.
we gotta stop nerding out now. We have to play these.
Yeah.
I
Do you
didn't
know
get
who
one.
do you know who the fuck I am? I'm the
Yes.
little reverse.
Hey.
King is a loose term.
Yeah, King is a very loose.
Yeah. So thanks again to Avery with Next Gen 3D.
You're the best.
These are
Avery.
amazing.
Yeah.
Go grab one for yourself.
This is actually insane.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
Dude, these things are so awesome. Honestly, if you guys don't go over to the link that we send, you're dumb.
Weird.
Those medallions came out
Now
so
we'll-
good.
Now we'll
Yeah.
try to pull you guys' attention away from the dice trays as we go ahead and let's go ahead and jump into tonight's session. So, last we left off, the continuation of a battle, small skirmish between a pirate ship and the Tempest Grace. Cannon fire echoing across the water. The crews clashing, swords and arrows being exchanged. The skirmish came to a sudden and final. Stop it.
I had to try it. It was a crit fail, if anybody was wondering.
Oh no! Oh no!
Got that out of the way.
Okay, here we go. The skirmish came to a resounding end when Moradark, peeking through the hole that he had made in the hull of the pirate ship, decided to, in an act of heroism or haste, breathe fire into the smoke powder barrel-filled hold. The resulting explosion rocked the sea, sending a massive fireball into the sky, hurling debris in every direction, and amidst the chaos, Marcus and Moradark actually succumbed to their wounds as the flames engulfed them. Moradark was thrust into the sea, beginning to sink. Luckily, Azariah jumped in quickly to save him and was able to help bring him back aboard the Tempest Grace, while Poppy was able to stabilize and bring Marcus back to consciousness. However, Marcus was not present. His body became wreathed in flames as he began to unconsciously walk about the ship, setting it ablaze. While in this state of being a living inferno, he was convinced by his longtime friend, Moradark, with a drink, oddly enough. He came to calm and then back to a state of unconsciousness, but stable.
Alive again. I'm alive again. I'm so sorry. I couldn't hold that one in. I'm alive again. I did it.
I'm dead again.
Keep it yourself.
Okay.
All right. Stop
This
it.
isn't even mine. Get this out of here. I swear.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry.
And Poppy, once again jumping into action, was able to enter the infirmary on the ship and get all of the surviving crew members into a stabilized state. Most of which, after about a day's rest, were able to come to and rejoin the crew and take up their work. Marcus, however, remained unconscious in a state that was healthy and stable, but we saw during this time that the crew, over the next couple of days, joined in a bit of lighthearted revelry. There was singing, dancing, and Kira, the small, one of the small deckhands, actually invited Mordark for a little dance on the top deck. And as she sat upon his shoulders, she smiled and beamed with joy. While Poppy was invited to dance by Boomer, the powder monkey, wore the Tempest Grace, and she obliged, giving the older human something to talk about when he gets back on land. As the singing and dancing continued throughout the night, we rejoin our heroes, and we're actually going to start with Marcus. As you begin to stir to consciousness, you feel an aching across your entire body. Every bit of you is racked with pain, your muscles are tight, and you begin to try and whisper a few words, and this just dry and husky feeling is caught in the back of your throat. The infirmary is empty. There's just you, but above you, you can hear the very light and fun sounds going on above you, dancing, some footsteps on the deck, and you step out of your hammock that is in the infirmary. And what would you like to do here in the
How am I feeling? Is it hard to move around, or is it like,
You can move, but you definitely feel like you've done a more difficult workout, and your body is kind of trashed.
Would I remember any of the events that transpired, or was the last thing I remember being going unconscious?
As you attempt to reach into your
From
memory,
his fireball.
go ahead and just make a wisdom check.
Okay. First roll of the night. That wasn't his. All right. Just a general wisdom.
Yes.
Okay.
General wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, we gotta do that on stream too. Welcome to your worst nightmare. 19.
A 19. You actually kind of close your eyes and focus. You think back, and for a moment, you see Poppy above you. And as you kind of come to consciousness again after this fireball explosion, which you do remember, you feel this sudden rush, or you remember feeling this rush of a familiar sensation. You have, for a very long time, partaken in different types of substances, and they have allowed you to, in different ways, experience a greater veracity. And in that moment when Poppy brings you back, you feel that same feeling, and you sort of remember yourself leaning into that, and it's in that moment that you lose that memory, and everything after you don't seem to have any recollection of.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go upstairs and try to figure out where the noise and stuff like that is gonna come from.
Okay. So you head on up, and indeed, as you emerge from the lower deck, all of you now see, as you're standing, or as you all are kind of dancing and enjoying the evening, you see the the hatch for the hold open up, and you watch as Marcus emerges from below.
Marcus. And I'll just.
Yeah. Ugh.
What's up, dude?
What the hell happened?
How you doing?
Ow. God.
How you feeling?
I would feel a lot better if you didn't just try to blow me up.
Oh, so you remember that?
Yeah.
Well, it's not the first time I almost killed you. Or locked you away forever in another dimension. You want a drink?
Yep.
Yep. I'd
Um,
go and fetch him a little mug.
Easy enough.
I grab the mug and right before I take a sip, I kind of hesitate a little bit. And then I just continue to drink.
Okay. Everything seems normal at this point. You're just picking up where you left off.
Cool. So what happened?
I am frozen and have not moved over to talk to you yet since I saw you.
Okay, so you're like
I'm across.
across the room.
I'm just
What
watching.
happened? Okay.
Well, you tried to burn this boat.
So you remember that one time that you did go into the mirror and then you did way too many drugs and then you kind of put on the greatest spectacle known to mankind as the Fire Lord?
Yeah.
You became the Fire Lord again, but you didn't have to do any drugs to become him.
What is he talking about?
You were the Fire Lord. You remember? Do you remember? I am the Fire Lord.
No,
Yeah,
I
that was you.
When
He's not making
you were
sense.
unconscious, and she tried to help you, and then you became, I guess, the Fire Lord.
I'll slowly start to walk.
I didn't know what was going on. I was going to throw you over the ship. They told me that it was you.
Sometimes when Marcus gets too excited, he just needs a little downer before he gets back on his uppers. So I brought him a beer, and then you were fine. I brought you a big beer. I brought you the barrel. I picked up the barrel and brought you the barrel.
That is true.
I could
I'll-
be more confused, but I feel like this is approaching. I couldn't be more confused.
I'll come over at this point, like, Marcus, and I'll like,
What's up?
how are you feeling?
Well, better now that I'm not close to being dead. I mean, that explosion's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole ship blew up, and I guess I was just out for a couple days.
I am looking at Marcus's eyes, and I'm looking for any hint of that amber that I saw.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, I'm sure it's a +6. For perception? Yeah, 21.
21.
Yeah.
You look at his eyes, and they seem normal. These are Marcus's eyes for sure. And as you kind of like just are quickly like looking him over, you do notice that the those scars that are kind of always present on him, they have a almost imperceptible glow to them. Like they are.
Like they had when he was.
Yes. So
Okay.
they don't look to be volatile, but you do notice that there's a slight glow to them, especially in the sort of night.
So, feeling better. Have you met Azariah?
We spoke. Yeah, you look familiar for some reason, but I
He
can't
ended
really
up-
place where.
He ended up helping us a bunch. I know, I feel like he just has one of those familiar faces. He ended up helping us, and he pulled Mordor out of the water, and it was great. So, yeah.
Well, you show up there. Just kidding.
Good deal, bro. I got your beer.
Just kidding.
I thought about it.
We've all thought about it at some point. It's alright.
This is true. More beer.
So, they're saying that something happened. Like,
Yeah.
I can't possibly understand what Mordor is saying. He's
I'm
saying that I
sure he
was.
told
I cannot make it more clear for you. You became the Fire Lord.
So,
I don't.
do you want to talk about this here? Now?
Why would we not? I don't
I just don't be angry with me.
Angry? Why would I be angry?
Well, you see, you were out. You were cold. You were on the deck, and Mordark was drowning, and I went to heal you, and I felt it. My hands were on you, and the energy went where it was supposed to, and I thought that I had understood what was happening, but as the energy went into you and healed you, you turned into something else.
Something else would be.
You became fire, and you lost all of what makes you Marcus, and you were just a walking human fire person, and I kept trying to talk to you and help you, but you didn't understand anything, and you were walking around and you were setting things on fire, and they were going to try to shoot you or shove you into the ocean, and then I would have been alone without you or Moradar. And so you were just this giant fire person, and I didn't mean to do this to you.
It's okay. I don't even, like, am I remembering anything that's happening? Nothing's.
None of this sounds familiar at all.
I don't even remember what happened.
I've never done this to anybody else, I
Sure,
promise.
it wasn't your fault. I don't even know.
Well, Moradar did. He got back on the ship. Thank Alamar. And I thought it was dumb, and so it was my fault again. And he brought you a beer, and that of all things is what got you to not be literal fire anymore. And then you passed out, and so we carried you down to the infirmary, and that's it. You go to sleep.
I don't understand what the big deal is.
Thanks for
Am I missing
thanks,
something there?
I guess. I mean, honestly, it's okay. I'm
I'm
not.
really sorry, Marcus.
It's not your fault. I don't even know what happened.
I promise I'm going to figure out, what happened, and I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And maybe if you need healing, just use a potion from now on, for a little bit, because I don't want that to happen to you again.
Okay. Alright. Well.
All
Good to
right.
know, I guess.
Poppy, make a medicine check as you're having this conversation with Marcus.
So you jumped in after
25.
this.
I did.
How'd you get him out? Pretty heavy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way. He was quite heavy. Tied a rope around him. People pulled him up. He
The whole
almost
crew
drowned.
shipped in. They were really amazing. I'm so
It would
glad you
have
chose
to take
this.
the whole crew to pull it.
He's a thick boy.
Well,
Look at
first of
that.
all,
He doesn't even look that strong.
when I finally came to,
It's all in the
Which-
tail.
thanks for the health potion, but when I finally
He's
came
a
to,
None of it's up here. It's all.
I put that tail into propeller mode and I got both of us out of the water.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, metaphorically speaking.
All I know is it's a hell of a way to meet people.
Hell of a
I
way.
will. I'll share this
Apparently,
with that.
you
Yeah.
meet us in the worst of circumstances.
Cheers.
So what's your deal?
So-
Where are you from? Where are you going?
Well, where I'm from is quite a story that we may not necessarily have all the time for, but where I was going was I was after a pirate named Buster.
Buster the pirate.
I know,
That's pretty good.
quite entertaining. He earned his name, so I hear. But it's after him because he might have a lead on something that I want.
Buster right in the trap.
Buster. I don't even know her.
Sorry.
We'll eventually progress the story, though. I promise.
So, Poppy, with 25, you think back to this moment, and as you were healing Marcus, you noticed that all of the familiar processes of this magic were going off without a hitch. Like, you could see the wounds closing, and you could see the divine energy sort of like creating a breath of rhythm in Marcus's chest as he was fading. The thing that kind of stuck out to you was as the wounds closed, you felt a intense amount of heat that began to rise up from his body, almost as if he was a burning coal, like right in front of your hands. And your understanding of medicine is keen enough to know that whatever is afflicting Marcus is definitely unnatural and certainly associated with his blood in no uncertain terms. So, so with the 25, that's what you were sure of.
Cool. Well, you're up. Everything's fine. Everybody's dancing. We should celebrate. We should have a good night.
We've been doing that. I thought.
Let's do this.
Was.
Well, we've been over here talking to this guy.
All right. Now things are backing up.
So,
yeah.
as
I'll give you like a nudge.
We partake.
We partake. More drinking. You're
as you
dancing.
continue to drink,
Don't partake.
and the night wears on, all of you at some point find yourself near the edge of the ship, looking out onto the horizon. You see in the sky the larger of the two moons, Celindus, is currently in full, and as you look at this spectral, as you look at this celestial body floating in the sky, you notice that it draws a very elongated reflection on the surface of the ocean, and it looks as though, as the waves sort of like flow, it looks as though this reflection is moving towards the ship that you are currently on. And during this time of like just kind of taking in the atmosphere, you suddenly realize that the shape of the reflection itself has grown a bit longer. It's outside of what you would expect to be the natural reflection of the moon from this point, and you realize that this is not a reflection. And as you do, you watch as a semi-ethereal mist begins to rise from the ocean, and as it does, the music in Revelry comes to a halt, sort of slowly. Captain Alara walks toward the edge and notices this as well. She looks to the crew and raises a hand, and you watch as a good portion of the crew begins to collect their things and head below deck. The bosun and the first mate, they both stay above deck with Captain Alara, and she looks to all of you, and she just, no need for alarm. You're welcome to stay above deck if you like, but if you feel you need to go below, wouldn't take any offense.
What's going on?
This is this is part of a ritual that I come to be responsible for, and no danger. We're all safe, but as I said, you are more than welcome to stay, participate, or just watch, or if you are easily creeped out, I'd say, might be a good time to start getting ready for bed.
I above deck because I'm curious.
I am not wanting to spend too much time in the presence of Captain Laura. Will not say anything and turn around and walk to my quarters.
Okay. And so, Mordok, you head down below deck, and you notice that everyone is just going about their normal nightly rituals, preparing their hammocks. They are grabbing a bite to eat, to kind of snack on, some water, all the things that people normally do each night. So nothing seems out of the ordinary. You head to your room, and it is as you expect. Nothing out of the ordinary. Those of you on the main deck watch as this. Now, what you see is a ship, the appearance of a ghostly, bluish luminescent ship. And as it approaches, you see as about a dozen or so figures begin to walk across the space between the Tempest Grace and this mysterious ghost ship that approaches. As it does, Captain Alara walks to the center of the ship and she removes a book from her coat and she opens it and begins to softly mutter an incantation, and she continues and then takes out a small bundle of what appears to be like some sort of sage, and then strikes her fingers and lights the sage.
I want to do an Arcana check to try to understand what's happening.
Okay.
Would this have anything to do with undead?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
You would have advantage with your.
Her fingertips literally like light up fire.
Yeah, she kind of like snapped and created a little fire.
That's like a lesser magic, right?
Man, that'd be
18.
so handy.
18. So
I got you.
some of the terms are a little like clumsily spoken. So you get the sense that she is a somewhat like you, a magical practitioner that is not of the I'll say a traditional like studied sense, but she does with an 18 appear to be reciting an incantation that is calling forth spirits that have either passed or are in transition.
Okay.
And so she continues to mutter, and now she is waving this sage, and you see like usually the smoke would kind of quickly dissipate or rise. This is sort of like filling the space around her, and a faint bluish green pattern begins to appear on the ground beneath her feet, kind of like encircling her. And the smoke from the sage also begins to like collect in that circle and swirl around her. She finishes her incantation. She closes the book and then looks up, and you watch as the smoke sort of like spreads beside her, and 6 figures rise up and are formed by this smoke from the sage. And as you watch, these bodies are taking the shape of the 6 crew that were lost just a few days ago.
What's the vibe?
Vibe check.
Vibe check
Vibe check.
of like if this feels uncomfortable, or I guess that's for Poppy. Her motivation, what I'm trying to think about is for her if she would feel the familiarity of she is used to like lighting candles and recognizing when deaths happen. And so for her, does this feel comfortable? Like she feels comfortable saying her prayers to Alamar for them to find new beginnings, or does this make Poppy uncomfortable, like it's not appropriate?
Make a religion check.
18. I am
18.
rolling really well tonight.
It's the dice tray.
Dice
tray.
Let's test this theory. Roll your back
Avery.
dice.
Oh my god,
No, don't even pull them out.
Don't
Dare
touch
curse
those
that tray.
dice.
Did you even bring them?
Um,
They're over there.
So with an 18, you are. Stop him.
Stop.
He can't be
You
stopped.
can't have those dice. They are cursed.
Is there a pencil over there? Or a pen?
So you recognize that this definitely takes on an occult nature.
Okay.
It is not of the it's not of the divine realm, and
Yeah.
it definitely makes you uncomfortable. And
I'll clutch my amulet a little tighter and just quietly start to commune a little bit in my own way. Trying just to find some semblance of like safety and comfort.
Yeah.
Because this has been a real up and down kind of thing.
Yeah.
For me, and I'm getting a little freaked out.
so
But I trust the captain.
so being a
Tay, and this is not my kind of thing. I'm a life force, and these are not people. This is not how the gods do it. I don't know what this kind of practice is.
It's definitely weird.
I like Captain Alara a lot, but I'm not sure what to make of this, so I don't know.
Well, we should just wait and just watch for now.
I'm just watching.
We are.
So, Alara finishes this ritual, and she looks to each of these individuals, and they kind of just stand there, sort of. It seemed like they are kind of like held in place. She walks to each individual one by one, and the first is a younger-looking elven woman. You see as Alara like kind of looks at her with a sadness and attempts to just kind of like, she doesn't attempt to make contact, but she puts her hand like to kind of like cup the bottom of her face, and you see her give a very tender smile, and then she nods to her, and the figure begins to slowly walk toward the dozen or so ghostly figures, and as she does, you see the form change from the sort of white billowing smoke to the more blue luminescent, reflecting the moonlight, and she appears to have transitioned, and you feel a difference. It's a very subtle difference, but for the perceptive, you would feel a shift as she makes this transition. And one by one, Alara walks down to each of them, regards them in a similar way, but in more kind of personal respects.
Yeah,
And
they've moved on. She's ushered them through.
and you watch as each of the crew take their place amongst the ghost ship, and just as silently and as inconspicuously as they appeared, the ghost ship turns and sails into the moonlight and then disappears back into the now familiar reflection of Celindis.
Well, I'm sure that was your way of saying goodbye.
And speaking to Captain Alara, she lifts her head, and you can see there's just her cheeks are wet with tears as she's kind of had this moment with these members of her crew. She just looks at you, and you know, there's a burden that certainly needs to be carried, but it needing to be carried doesn't make it any lighter. So I'm gonna take my leave for the evening, if you don't mind. Feel free to continue it. I'll see you all in the morning.
We understand.
She
We
just-
lost people along the way too.
She just kind of nods to you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and then continues past you toward her quarters.
Did you just say Dale?
I said Dale.
Dale deserves it.
Dale is pre-season, everybody.
Who's Dale?
Tiny.
Oh, it's a story. It's a story.
It's-
I wear his armor. Fucked around, he found out.
Just like you could.
I get the feeling it's more likely he stole the armor for you.
No, we killed him, and then I took it off of his body, and I put it on my body. Now it's mine. Just fuck Dale and his tiny hands. I can't wear the gauntlets. That's how small they are.
I'm just gonna creep away.
Into the
She
shadow.
laid back.
I'm good.
On that note, does she and the rest of the crew that was remaining go back below deck?
So Corin and Eliana, the first mate and navigator, they both remain above deck. And Corin says, well, now that you guys are officially part of the crew, if you need anything before bed, just let us know. We're going to keep watch and, yeah, hopefully things remain quiet, but never gets any easier to see.
No,
So,
it doesn't.
don't think that we feel like, oh, this is normal. We just know what to expect.
Do you know a lot about this ritual?
I know what I need to know, and I trust Captain, and I think that she's doing what she needs to do to keep the crew safe and to,
How long has this been going on?
as long as I've been aboard, so better part of 6 years or more.
Is it every time someone dies?
Yeah. Sometimes it's members of the crew, sometimes it's passengers, customers, but I think it has to do with a certain connection to Captain Alara or her, or their affinity for the sea.
So, will these people be on that boat forever? Will you
You
and
know,
Captain Alara join them one day? Never leave the sea?
I never really thought about it, but I guess, I mean, that's what it seems like. The crew that boards doesn't ever get bigger. It's always the same, like 13, 14 people, but you never can really like recognize them. Although there were a few times when I felt like, you know, you just get like the feeling like you know someone from somewhere, but
Yes.
yeah, you can't quite place it. So it's that kind of feeling, but not like, oh hey, there's my buddy.
Yeah, I
Like
know
that.
what you mean.
So
I think it's just a shame that you might not get a new beginning ever, because the end of this will just be the beginning of more of this. But
Yeah.
to each their own. Captain Alara seems like a good person, so I hope your trust is well placed.
shit, me too. But yeah, she's good.
Well, even though I just woke up, I feel like shit, so I think I should probably go back to bed.
Yeah, more rest won't hurt you.
And I'm gonna head down and find a cabin.
Okay. But yeah,
I
you're able to
A hammock.
easily enough.
Whatever.
Poppy is gonna go actually back to the infirmary
Okay.
and take her trance from there after praying for everyone who was lost today and remembering their end and considering what new beginning they might have. But she's going to trance in the infirmary.
So, as you begin to pray, roll a d20. Don't add anything. Just let me know what your
Okay.
result is.
Don't let me down. 9.
9.
Yeah.
You take a moment to pray and recounting kind of the events the other day with Marcus. There isn't anything out of the ordinary, but you are sort of subtly reminded, then you kind of like push away the memory of a certain night when you encountered something that reminded you of the events of these past few days. Sort of a similar feel. But you all
Keep it at bay.
lay down to rest for the evening, and are able to complete that without any issues. You awake the next morning. As you do, you make your way above deck, and you can see now that through the night the ship actually has made its way inland. It is now, you can see to your left and right off the ship there are endless stretches of land. You see trees and you see mountains, and out in the distance there is what appears to be a outcropping of buildings in a rather large collection of bridges. And as you begin to approach, you hear that Kira shouts to the crew, "Rolling up on Brennanford. Everybody get ready to debark for a bit, and we're going to have about 5 hours in town, and then we're going to load up and continue north for Arendor."
An excursion.
5 hours. I want to try to find everybody.
Okay.
And then
Easy.
together. We head out to town.
You're able to locate everybody easy enough. Poppy, you're not sure where she might have went to, but I'll say, Poppy, what will you be doing next morning?
I have my trance, wake up in the infirmary, and I'll just kind of just double checking everything and
Okay.
just kind of lost in thought.
Your checks go through without a hitch. You are an accomplished healer, and this infirmary is your domain.
It's only just muscle memory. I'm definitely like re-wiping counters I've already wiped down.
Yeah.
And just like re-checking things. Okay, what's gonna happen now?
Corin's gonna walk and be like, "What's going on here?"
Stop showing off!
At a point, Corin walks. He just walks past. He's like,
I'm sorry, Corin!
"Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's better."
You're
Yeah.
really good at stuff.
It's better.
We're about to dock and debark. So
Okay. I'll head up, and I'll just kind of be on the deck by the edge, watching as we come in. So if they come up on deck, I think I'd be pretty easily found.
What was your name again? I don't think I ever got
Yeah, are
it.
you open around, or are you?
Name's Azariah.
Azariah.
You're the Fire Lord.
No, please. I go by Marcus.
I prefer Marcus.
Firelord's my property.
It's his stage name.
Stage name.
So, Azariah, could we, get you something in town for, saving our friend?
We
I already
really
gave him some
appreciate
beer.
You're not a part of this.
We're not even.
He gave me the beer that belonged to the ship.
No, that was my beer. We all brought barrels on.
Technically, we did bring beer with us, so.
We don't go very long without drinking.
Still, I mean,
I've gathered.
you know.
And the man literally could only be saved with an entire barrel of alcohol.
So.
I'm
Aww.
a heavyweight.
Give you a knock on the chin.
Yeah, by the way, stop trying to spin my gold. What do you mean? Can we get, every time we say, I end up losing 50 gold on the health potions, on the beer, on this, that, and the other. I don't want to go into town.
You
anymore.
have more money than the rest of us.
Well,
How is anyone gonna know how rich and mighty you are if you don't show or spend any of
that's
it?
not.
Are you sure
the
he still
point.
has that money?
I don't know.
What do you-
He
what?
can't prove it. so-
What?
You were unconscious for a long time.
Still here.
Oh, okay.
yeah, everything seems to be in
So
place.
like I said,
Okay.
could we do something
Sorry.
for you?
Should've
as
asked,
thanks?
I appreciate the offer, but I'll probably, if it's all right with y'all, I might have some questions.
Yeah, maybe somebody here
inquire.
knows about Bucky, who?
Oh, Buster.
Buster. I
Busty
almost
the
said Buster.
Buster is the name that most people will know him by.
Yeah, for the two of you that didn't have that interaction, you can make history checks for that name.
Was I not there either?
Yeah, baby.
Not 20.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm trying to remember. Did you?
You're like, I
I'm
actually
gonna share
don't
some
Did
notes
you
real
roll
quick.
for it when you actually had that conversation with him before? I don't remember.
Was I there for that conversation?
Dirty.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Maybe I think I was there for the conversation, but I don't think I rolled anything. I think he just like said,
Okay.
This is why we don't go 2 week deal.
You got a natty 20.
What happened?
I got a naughty 20.
"Ooh, natty, naughty 40."
More knows all about that.
Right here.
So
He's primed and ready.
Yeah.
All those nat ones.
you all actually, you do recognize the name Buster, and it's a fairly like infamous pirate. Probably the most infamous pirate, being from Nerida, which is the region most associated with the largest
So like
port city.
Earth's the Blackbeard.
Earth the Blackbeard. Yeah. He is he gets his name from the very strange build of his ship. It is designed to ram other ships, and so his name Buster comes from the ability to
Like Buster
steer his
Rhymes.
I
ship.
thought it was about to be that his ship was busty.
This is a big old setup.
Big old set of knockers on the ship.
There isn't a mermaid on the front, it's just boobs.
I'm so sorry I ruined D&D every time.
Are they horizontal or are they vertical along the keel?
Oh, jeez. I mean,
Just, yeah. They like-
Whichever way they hang off
Whatever.
his chest.
floats your boat. Very buoyant.
Whatever floats your. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Ooh.
Okay. Alright,
Okay.
we're done.
Are you guys still there? Please don't leave.
Okay.
Please don't leave.
On second thought, maybe I will travel on my own.
Damn it! This happens every time.
Right, fine.
All right.
I'll go into town, but I'm not spending any gold.
Oh, okay.
Alright, sure.
How about earning some
We'll see
gold?
about that.
Appreciate
Now you're speaking my language.
And you all watch as the ship begins to like turn into one of the docks along the this sort of riverside dock that runs through the town of Brittingford, and you can see like this point in the morning there's all different manner of shops and kind of tents set up to sell wares for the day, and you can hear the bustle of the town beginning to like come into your range of perception. And the ship docks and they lay out the gangplank, and everyone begins to debark and go about their different ways. And Corn yells out one more time, "Remember, 5 hours, and then we're leaving. Don't be late, or you will be staying here." Yeah?
I guess we can't get into
No, don't worry about me. I tend to be where I need to be when I need to be there.
Yeah, it's a good trait to have. I want to immediately start looking for a souvenir. Like, I want Poppy on a keychain.
Okay.
I'm looking for whoever has a cart with
Okay.
stupid
This is
little.
not Earth 2.0.
I
This
want
is
a shot
fantasy
glass.
land.
Make an investigation check.
What's a keychain?
People had keys,
No, there's key.
right? There's always been keys on
A
chains.
key ring.
Not 20!
Are you
Excuse
Oh
me,
my
my
God.
souvenir!
No.
I want a stupid.
Why is this when you get the nat?
So after looking around for a bit, you don't find like a trinket shop, but you do come upon a rather obscure blacksmith, and you see like outside of his shop he has all manner of like different like name plates, and these are like letters that have been like cut from iron and then attached to these large bars. And then there are some that are of a smaller size, and then some that are more kind of pocket size, maybe to be like attached to a satchel or a bag or something like that. But as you approach, you see a very like kind of well-worn younger human male with dark black hair and just kind of like a rugged frame, and he looks at you. Hello, can I help you with something?
I think you can definitely help me with something.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys have the little plaques with the names.
Yes.
Can you make one of those for me?
Yes. It will take me. What's your name? How do you spell your name?
Poppy. Poppy.
He takes out a like little piece of parchment and begins to write.
And you're like,
Okay.
So dumb.
5 letters. So 5 letters. It'll take me about 2.5 hours if that works. And you said you want the smaller size.
Yes. I want to attach it onto my satchel.
Oh.
And so. Yeah, if there's like a hole on either side or some way that I can attach it, that would be great.
I can do that, and he shows you another one that's already made, and it indeed has like a hole in each corner for it to be like sewn into place on a bag. He's like, yep, absolutely, I can do that for you, Poppy. Do you want anything else? I see you are a follower of Alamar.
Yes.
Actually, I've got a few symbols that I
Do
made.
you really?
Yeah. Actually,
If you could put that at the end, that would be amazing.
Did we follow Poppy here? Is this like?
it's up to you.
Did you?
I mean,
Yeah, we're
Did
probably,
you follow
we're
me?
probably just kind of behind you. Just
Yeah, as soon as we walk down, I spot it and I run over there like a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I know.
Slowly walking up.
It's definitely the
Behind her.
perfect philosophy. Advertise who you are to your enemies. Seems like a fantastic idea.
Why would I have
Deception
any
is going to
enemies?
be really hard.
When I met you, you had enemies.
It'll be fine.
All right, Miss Poppy. 2.5 hours. I'll have you ready to go.
Okay.
That's enough time to get a drink.
Let's get a drink.
As
Wait. Isn't it also like morning?
Yeah, you arrived in this town, you docked, and it was roughly about 3 or 4 hours after sunrise, so still pretty early morning.
Does this blacksmith have anything
Some tea.
other than like novelties? Is he a weaponsmith or? Is
You
he-
look and you see there's a barrel kind of like within the shop, and he's sort of standing out front, has been setting up these like nameplates outside as the thing that you feel like he's definitely like trying to sell these, like he's trying to push these to be more popular. But looking through the shop window, you see there's a barrel of different swords, and then on the walls hanging there's shields and things like that. But yeah, he has all of the familiar implements of a normal blacksmith.
Do you have any weaponry that's a little bit better than some mundane items?
Or arrows. I'll take care of those.
Just got some that's pretty good long swords, a couple short swords,
What kind of short sword?
daggers. I can show you. And he walks inside with you.
Did you say arrows? You
I did.
You archer?
With the quiver and the bow and coin.
I mean,
It's not very
no,
important.
I got it. I just I didn't know if it was like your preferred fighting. So.
It's definitely the only weapons I really keep on me other than this utility knife for various things.
Do you
You
need?
know what? I happen to have acquired something that maybe we could give you as thanks.
What did you
What
acquire?
is this? Something.
I find things.
You have things?
I have things. And I want
Most
to
of what
pull
you
out.
have can be seen at first glance.
Ratty, naked. So I pull out a longbow, +1, and this is shot once.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
It's yours. And I hand it over.
Where did you pull this up from?
Surprise! I did have it on my backpack.
Oh, receive. You look over.
Yeah, you look at it and you see like this is a very well made bow, and you being very familiar with all types of bows and their make, this is definitely of a elvish design, and it has some runes and sort of like leaf patterns engraved into it, and there's some paint and a little bit of gold filigree throughout the bow, and the string is a very like nice, tightly wound string of good material. Sorry. Excuse me.
It's a good string.
That's some good string. That's a quality string.
Good material.
Forgive me. But yeah, it's a very good bow. So
Well, so much for that, Minnie.
I'd like to look around and see if it's like, I understand this is a blacksmith, but is it also an armory? I'm looking for like, shields, gauntlets, helmets, or anything like that.
yeah, so
Bless you.
thank you. Dang it, not again.
Poppy's definitely muttering to herself, like, I'm a medic. Medics need to be recognized in the field. It's okay that my name is on my back. It's fine.
So you do see there are a number of shields that are on the wall, and then there's a box that has a few different styles of gauntlets inside. All of them are what will be considered heavy armor. So these are not your like leather bracer type gauntlets, but they are similar to what Poppy would have taken off of Dale's armor,
Right.
but of a lesser make.
That makes sense. Okay, so I'd like to cast a sword value.
Okay.
As I reach into my backpack, right?
You reach into your backpack. Now, what are the components for store value?
Verbal.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check to get this spell off without being.
Alright. Here's my first
No.
roll on the tower with the
No.
dice.
Don't.
19, everybody. But wait, hang on.
If
The
this
dice is
tower
gonna be good knocking
reversed
around.
his luck, then I mean, you got a black one.
Yeah.
These guys have been cursed.
19 and 5 is 24.
24. So you kind of like walking around, and you can kind of disguise your muttering of this incantation as you whisper something, and then point to what's the item that you were
I
describing?
actually am reaching into my backpack. I'd like to sell something to this blacksmith.
Okay.
I cast a sword value and I pull out Dale's gauntlets.
Dale's
I've
gauntlets.
been keeping them this whole time, baby.
See those tiny things? That's all
They're
it's left to
literally
do.
like life size.
So, as this is happening, Marcus, you watch as Mordark pulls out Dale's gauntlets, and you don't really recognize them. They appear larger. They appear highly polished, and you now see them sort of like give off this like glow, as though they are enchanted. But for the purposes of this, you approach the smithy about possibly selling these to him. Okay, so how are you approaching this sale, or what do you?
Yeah, I'd come up and we got a lot of nice wares in here. You see a lot of really experienced soldiers, people who are looking for maybe not the basic gear, but maybe something that's of a higher quality, of a higher echelon.
Well, we certainly don't get much anything that's really like enchanted or that's of a higher quality make. Just kind of our base stuff. Every once in a while, a soldier will come through looking for something a little more elevated, like your buddy here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'd love to. I've got a little bit of extra weight in my backpack. I'm trying to clear out.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing special really, but I'd love to give you the opportunity to make a little more money. When that occasional customer it does come in and they're looking for that top tier deal.
Yeah.
I've actually got some gauntlets I'm looking to get off my hands here.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me take a look at them.
Can't tell Jimmy and I are in sales.
We'll seize them from and as you hand them to him, you bring them from your bag. His eyes just like light up. He's like, oh, yeah, man, these are beautiful. Where'd you get these from?
We were in.
Who made these?
We were in the mainland. The gentleman that gifted them to me, he didn't say exactly where they're from. I know they're from his family, but other than that, I don't really know.
Someone gave these to you?
I did a heroic deed for him.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna lean over to Azariah. I'm gonna go. It was a heroic deed.
I am, I gotta be honest with you, man. I would love the opportunity to have these, to sell them. I don't know that I can afford to make you a fair offer. I think that these would be at least 800 gold.
That sounds about right. That is roughly, something, of, my old friend, Doug. He, that's about, he always kept the highest quality to fight the most honorable of battles. So.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Are you through Brenningford again anytime soon? I would love to do a consignment contract if you'd be interested in that. I could sell them.
I'm on a one-way trip right now to Arendor,
gotcha.
and I actually won't be back through. But maybe.
What? Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
You never know what's going to happen in Arendor. Why don't we, I love being creative, and I love making sure that we get in a win-win situation.
Okay.
So, if these gauntlets are super attractive to you, you think that you're going to be able to make money and help another soldier out.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to find a creative way for us to work together. So, is there a way where I can take some amount of gold that you have now for the gauntlets, and maybe there's something like a fancier rapier or anything, or any kind of light sword that we could trade for?
He thinks for a second.
Anything magical?
Yes, you do. You owe me. I didn't get my last short sword because you put the price up.
Roll on the loot table.
You made the price go up on the last short sword that I had the opportunity to get.
That guy was a dick.
Shut up. I am scamming this guy right now. Shut up.
Yeah.
Stop talking. I don't even know who's gone.
I'm in the zone.
Oh my god.
He's back checking his stocks right now. Shut up.
He
He's scamming.
looks up and he's just like, I can definitely offer you, the best quality shields, and I know your friend was looking for a short sword, and I can also throw in the nameplate for your other friend, and I've got about 250 gold that I can part with at the moment, and that would just about sink me for the month right now. But
Well, hey, I'm not looking to bother anybody with this. I just want to make sure that it's going to be good for you and it's going to be good for me.
yeah, I mean, heck, looking at these, I mean, they might even help me improve my skills. Just kind of, studying the make and the technique.
That sounds fantastic.
I'll tell you what, 250 gold, and let's call it 450 worth of items from the shop, and I thinking about what I got in inventory. That would near clean me out. I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, here's what I'm thinking. 215 gold sounds amazing. Sounds great.
Yeah.
My friend here, Poppy, she gets her name tag and her fancy deity she prays to on the name tag. Sounds great. Whatever your fanciest, best in slot, best rapier or short sword is, I'd love to have it.
Okay. Deal.
Oh. And my buddy here needs a short sword too.
Deal.
You got it.
All right. Yeah,
Right.
you guys.
Let me help you with the short swords. I come over to try to help him pick out one of the short swords for Mordor.
Okay. So you walk over, and these are indeed just kind of a mundane set of short swords. Nothing out of the ordinary or of interest. Like they just look like sort of solid quality. Like they aren't chipped or broken or anything, but not especially sharp or enchanted. So these are just, solid blue collar work.
Well, these will beat mine, and I pull out my short sword, and it's like rusted, and it's got chips and cracks, and like part of it's missing.
Can you melt that down?
He's like, holy shit! Oh, what the? Oh man!
It's
You want me
essentially
to-
a serrated blade. You should see
I
him
do
cut
cut myself
somebody.
with this on the regular.
Wait, are you okay, man?
Sure.
Why do you? I think you should talk to somebody about that, maybe.
Why does everybody have a problem?
Because you walk around telling people that you cut yourself.
And he's like, now he's like looking at your wounds on your body. He's like, what? I mean, did something happen? Like, what's?
It's how he practices magic.
Oh, man, that's some dark shit, man. What? Hey, no judgment. Just saying, if you need help,
this thing?
get help. No, I don't need that. I can get rid of it for you.
Do you have could you make like a finger prick so that he doesn't have to literally slice himself every single time? Or
Where's the fun of that?
oh, okay, never mind. What if we just give you a new little piercing each time? Draw a little blood, give a little new hoop in your ear.
Do you know how many piercings I have?
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
They would all melt.
Oh.
Okay, anyways.
So as I'm looking around his selection, I just like to find whatever seems to be the most durable, the most like one that's gonna last me a while.
Yeah, you
Whatever
search
the highest
for
value is in
a
there.
few minutes, and it's like when you go to like a store and you're searching through like a bin of things, and you can't really find anything that just like jumps out at you, but you do indeed find multiple short swords that all seem about equal, like the same blade that he has made over and over for years. So it is a standard short sword.
I did get 250 smackaroonies off of this guy.
I was secretly hoping this guy was just scamming you right back, but knowing that nothing in his shop was worth 450.
I don't think it is, but he was so forthcoming about it. And
Yeah, you looking around more, Dark, like with the eye that you have for value, you can quickly perceive that like all of his inventory would be more troublesome to carry than what it would be worth to you in gold.
Right.
So yeah, you get the sense what he was telling you was absolutely true, that his stock is not worth what this item is that you brought to trade. But he feels like he's gotten an amazing deal and is gonna, his life will be changed later.
Oh, it'll be changed.
Yeah. Just he
I
sold
don't
the
think I
farm.
understand.
Before we leave this shop, do I know he is scamming the shopkeeper? Or am I just...
You see him negotiate with the shopkeeper with a very like beautiful set of gauntlets, and they look like they would be. You would say like you'd look at them, you would say, yeah, I can see that costs a fortune. But other than that, no.
So, I exit, and I'm looking for, potion shop, general store, anywhere I think might have some healing potions.
Okay.
That's got to be up to me now.
No, I'm not saying forever, but just like, I don't know, I'm all sketched out.
Here's the thought.
But
Quit
seriously, this is what
hurting
you want to
yourself.
do? We've docked, and you want to go shopping?
Well, I just want to pick up, some
I
healing
have
potions.
healing potions. A few? You should have
I've
some.
almost died a lot, right?
But did you die all the way? No. I always bring you back.
Did you die? Okay, all right.
I have
You know what?
three.
You're right.
I have 3
What do we want to do then?
tattoos.
What?
I don't know. Let's have fun. Come on. I'm really stressed about what's going to happen when we get to Arendor, and I think we should just, try to have a good time while we can.
All right.
Make some memories.
Well, let's go get matching tattoos then.
Really?
Whoa, and I don't know about matching.
Oh, come on. Just a little link.
Just Metro.
Yeah, but then, whatever happens, you'll always remember those weirdos that you met on that ship that one time.
The weirdos that blew up the ship everybody was
Yeah.
on.
We're
and
going to be
then
your favorite
almost
story.
killed himself. The weirdo who turned into fire.
Mm-hmm.
The weirdo who turned him into fire.
We're
Yeah,
gonna be
this
your-
is a great story to remember.
Right? Dude, you're going to have people buying you ales left and right. Fine. They don't have to match. They don't have to match.
I have a hard time getting tattoos because I have scales.
I thought that makes it easier. Can you, not really feel it?
I shed.
Oh. So it's kind of like temporary.
It's kind of like temporary.
Why do you look sad?
It's just not fair.
Oh.
What if
What
we
if-
got one
let's
that
do
was
your tongue.
magic? Whoa.
Or the inside of your
Very
lip.
quickly.
I've seen it before.
You could do a tattoo in the form of a scar.
Whoa.
Same form of a scar.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Why don't I just come cheer y'all on?
Alright.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Somebody else come up with an idea then.
I've
I
heard,
already found the cool name tags. I already had a second cool idea.
Is there any kind of magic shop? Let's go look for a magic shop.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
give me
that
an
sounds good.
investigation.
All these boys want to do is shop.
Wolf.
You see nothing.
but-
You're blind.
I'm blind. 12.
12. It takes you the better part of maybe like an hour and a half to
Oh my God.
locate, but
Oh,
eventually
Lord.
He's dragging her feet.
Could I?
you do.
wanna go home. Can I aid in his perception as as we're walking these streets, I want to be keeping an ear out for people that might be talking about recent pirate attacks, dropping the name of Buster, having small talk along the way,
Yeah.
possibly inquiring about where some places are that would be of interest to us.
Go ahead and give me a perception check since you are listening out for all these different details.
That's a dirty 20.
As you guys are sort of moving about town and you're following Moridar's lead as he's sort of like searching for this magic shop, he goes like, "I'm pretty sure it's down this way." You pass by a couple that is currently walking and talking in the opposite direction that you all are currently traveling, and as you pass by them, you hear a pirate name mentioned. It's not Buster, but you hear the name of the pirate who all of you actually fought aboard the Tempest Grace a few days ago, and sorry.
He was not prepared.
No, that pirate has a name, but I joked and called him Captain Whack to his crewmates after we
this Buster guy, does he have like a bounty or something for him?
Oh, I'm sure he has a bounty. He just, I mean, in addition to him just wreaking havoc along the coast and whatnot, and just deserves to be put down. He either has or has laid on something that I have great interest in retrieving.
What's that?
My father's bow.
Oh. So, good gift.
It's a great gift. It's not my father's bow.
No,
But
obviously, but
it
still,
will definitely aid in retrieving that.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
So you hear mention of a pirate captain Farley, sorry, and just look at it. So pirate captain Farley, and the conversation is essentially that he had passed through Brenningford a couple of weeks ago and caused a bit of ruckus. Was drunk in the tavern and starting fights, and they're hoping that he never chooses to stop into their city again, and that their ship sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That is it.
I asked them if someone in the town's leadership has a bounty on said captain.
When you stop them, you see turning around a young human woman and a.
I'm sorry, I wasn't already having a conversation with them. That was an abrupt way to start.
Yep. They kind of look at you oddly for a moment, and they're like, Farley, there is actually a bounty. You might want to talk to the mayor. Yeah. Why? Do you have information about him?
I think we might have some information about Captain Farley.
Oh, well, if you got information and proof, I'm sure the mayor would be happy to hear it.
Where will we find this mayor?
They kind of point off down in the distance across the river. He's at the town hall, other side of the river.
Wonderful. And is there happen to be any specialty magic shops or potion shops along the way?
Oh yeah, you're almost there. Silverleaf's. Go down another block and then turn right. You should see it.
Thanks.
Very extravagant sign.
Thank you. And
Can I?
tobacco shops. You have anybody who sells local?
You probably want to go to the apothecary. Same side of town as town hall. Other side of the river, and I want to say it's north a few blocks, but yeah, you might have some luck there.
Perfect. Do we speed along the search for the magic?
Unfortunately, no. You do get that bit of information, but yeah, his leading of that sort of search for a magic shop led you guys kind of down some wrong turns, and you are now approaching the area. No, sorry, Poppy. What were you saying? You wanted what?
I misheard you, so I will retract that.
Gotcha. No worries.
She said something about it being like very, or you'll be able to tell when you see it.
Yep.
And I wanted to see if I could glean, is there some sass behind that, or
Oh, yeah, make an insight check.
vibe check. Insight.
You suck at
24.
24. You definitely pick up on some sarcasm and a little bit of annoyance. Like she
Okay.
is talking about this magic shop, like that fucking place. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
that's what the vibe that you get. But as you guys come around the corner, you immediately understand, and you see this large kind of gaudy sign of this huge green leaf that is glowing magically, and every few
Neon
seconds
flicker.
you watch as this green leaf kind of appears to vibrate, and then it drops glitter onto the ground, And so you see, like, in front of the shop, there's
Poppy is blown away. She's never seen something like this before in her life. She's like, wow.
Very easily entertained, aren't you?
Listen, you guys got out and you went and saw stuff. I stayed in Bee Grove. This is cool for me. Don't ruin it.
Oh yeah, all right, sorry.
Sparkles.
Yeah, I can shoot sparkles too.
Make my eyes. Little sparks.
Yeah, little sparks.
I flinched a little bit.
How many points of damage did that do to you?
At least one.
You might want those health potions after all.
But yeah, you walk in and you can see immediately this is a 2-story magic item shop, and inside
2 stories.
see a
Who has this much
middle-aged halfling male standing behind a counter, and you can just kind of see him like leaning over the edge, and this big smile like drawn across his face. Hi, welcome to Silverleafs. And as he raises his hands, you watch as like more like glitter just kind of like falls from the ceiling.
How do you do that?
Oh, it's just a simple little enchantment. And he like flourishes, and then you watch as like glitter kind of like just falls all around you.
That's so cool. Can you teach me how to do that?
I'm
Like
like
trying to
sliding
catch
the
it.
glitter out of my.
It's simple, you see? It just like it just keeps like puffing glitter.
Oh.
Kid in candy shop.
That's quite enough.
Sorry. Didn't know we had a grumpy puss.
I think he just called you a curse word.
It called me something.
Something.
I just got a short sword. You
Sir.
No,
What?
more.
Sir!
No, absolutely not.
Okay, buddy, it's a joke. It's a joke. You got jokes. I got jokes.
Jokes, yep. So, what can I do for you, fine folks?
Well,
We're just
browsing around. Really, we've got.
we're just passing through,
a
so
few hours before
Yeah.
we
Oh.
head out. So.
wasting time looking for cool stuff.
I see. So, let's see. I have... You all look to be maybe like an adventuring party,
Yes.
am I correct?
Something like that.
Yes, my keen eyes are still just as sharp.
But are they sensational?
Some have said they are. Why are you? Oh, that's unsettling. So,
He's trying to taste your
turns
glitter.
away from you.
Really?
I have a number of healing potions if I can interest you in that. I've also got some very special potions, if you know what I mean.
No.
No.
Anybody interested in some magical fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'll be right back. He turns. You watch it, like he turns about, and then he like disappears below the counter, and then you like can look over and see like this little halfling man like kind of skitter into the back, walks through a curtain, and he returns with a handful of like potions bottles and steps up onto the stool again and sets them on the counter. All right, wonderful. So, what I've got here, this is the potion of diminution. This will actually help your weaponry be a bit more, how do you say, effective. So, if you're interested in that, these are just 15 gold pieces each.
Good. Definitely.
Yeah.
I have here on the shelf potions of greater healing, potions of healings, just the kind of standard fare. Those are 25 and 50 gold each. And I've also got some elixirs of health.
Elixir of health. What does that do?
Huh. So, I am
This has been my favorite NPC by far.
um, of health will help you in battle if you are beginning to feel a bit less like yourself. It can sort of snap you back into tip-top shape.
I
And
want
it
that.
stopped you from turning into a person of fire.
I'm gonna
I'm no expert, but I'm sure if that is a curse or a disease, that it probably could help with that.
I want to buy that.
Okay. This is 75 gold pieces.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Hang on. Sitting on your...
You can't just get all excited and tell him you want it really badly.
But I do.
You gotta try to get a deal.
Oh. Can I have a deal?
Don't just ask him for a deal.
Oh, of course. You have been the sweetest customer I've had in quite some time. I tell you what, I will give you the potion of health because my heart could not take it if I thought that you were on the battlefield and not in perfect health. 50 gold pieces.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's so kind. I
Sounds
love
like you suck at
traveling.
negotiating.
This is the best city. It's called Elixir
What
of
if you
Health.
just had to be nice to people to get what you want?
Definitely have interest in that.
How crazy would that be?
No one ever looks at a
Weapon
6'4"
efficiency potion.
Oh,
Do you,
says,
uh,
I bet he's friendly.
Health potion.
You should try
Do you have
being
anything
cute.
else before I pull your
That's not
potion
possible for
or
him.
magical
Have you seen him?
ammunition of sorts?
Hey,
Maybe
skills.
like
Can
an
we make
arrow,
skills?
I have.
Yeah.
arrow of fire extinguishing,
You take this.
maybe.
Say arrow of fire extinguisher.
What?
Huh.
Why is everyone planning for me to do something bad?
1 second. No arrows of fire extinguishing, but I think I have something else that might be of help. And once again, jumps down. Gets a bucket of water.
They wouldn't let me use the water.
Special
This is a
water.
bucket.
Just a bucket of water on the end of the arrow shaft.
Don't ask questions. It just works.
Doesn't work at all. It just-
It's actually an arrow with a string on it tied to a bucket of water.
You do have to carry the bucket of water with you everywhere you go. Not magical at
It
all.
might be worth it if that thing comes back out on the ship.
But he returns with a handful of arrows, about 3 of them, each that are tipped with a glass bowl, and it is thrumming with energy on the inside. He says, in a moment where you are in a precarious situation and need to get away from fire, perhaps, you can fire this arrow to a location that is not on fire and be magically transported to that new location. These are arrows of transposition, which I can sell to you for the amazing price of 70 gold pieces each.
That's really cool. That sounds very, very enticing. If I were to also buy some of your potions, might you work out a bundle deal?
Oh, let's see what we have here so far. The potion of health for my dear, or elixir of health, and you have your oil of diminution.
I think we're all gonna get one of those. Actually.
The oil of diminution?
Yeah.
Well, at the moment I have 2 vials, so I can sell you both of those.
Cool.
Amazing.
Sucks. The oil you put on your weapon it enhances it.
Oh, okay.
I don't need enhancements. I got it all.
I am such a fan
Is
of
this
when
oil
adventurers
fire?
come. You know, some people complain that adventurers come to town and they just, they burn down the tavern, they get into fights, and they destroy things. But I personally feel that they are a major boon to our economy. So, sorry, back to my
Major
back to my
boon.
notes.
It's so funny that you hate that.
Hate it in real life and hate it in game.
This guy is just the sweetest.
Yeah.
So glad we came in here. Whose idea
And-
was this?
You said that you needed some health potions, correct?
Yeah.
How
think
many
we
can
all
I?
need
How
some
many
of those.
would you like me to?
A couple of regular basic healing potions, and then one of the more advanced ones, probably.
2 healing, 1 greater healing. Got it.
Would also like a couple of those regular healing potions if you have them.
Got it. I do indeed have those in stock. So 4 healing potions and 1 greater healing potion. I am dying. My nose.
What are you doing right now?
Y'all, this is my favorite stream.
I don't know if this is anyone else's favorite, but we'll see.
You guys have to tell us, because I know that you're there. Tell us if this is annoying or not.
Tell us if you're sick of us yet.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be sick of me.
I definitely.
If anybody
I
made
leave.
it past that sponsor
I leave the
promo,
chat.
bless them.
Stay blessed.
Immediately out. So, currently I have you all down for about 510 gold pieces for the lot of everything that you've requested.
How come I got so fast?
You got some potions. He got some
ATM,
potions.
how much gold do I have?
They given
For
your
my years of
occupation-
adventuring and soldiering and
Yeah,
stuff.
given your occupation, you would, I would say base
It's fine.
50.
We'll just make
and
them
then,
pay for it.
Roll 2d4 and then do 10x multiplier. So whatever you roll, multiply that by 10.
You seem like you'd be a saver. You seem like a thrifty guy.
I'm gonna pop some
you
tags.
said multiply it by 10?
Yeah.
I have 50 gold in my name.
Only got 50 gold.
Well, 50 plus whatever your multiplier is. So you have 50 as a base, and then
Mhm.
roll 2d4, multiply that by 10, and add that to the 50.
So I have 100.
Okay, so you're at 100 gold. Yeah, that's what you have.
I might have to take you up on that.
So that was total. I paid
It's fine,
50
probably.
for mine, and then I don't think they're checking out all together.
Oh, okay.
We might as well roll it all into one, see if we can get a good deal.
Oh, I thought that you wanted to
Oh yeah, you guys wanted to do a deal.
Bundle.
a bundle,
Oh, okay, a bundle.
adventurer's bundle.
Adventurers bundle.
Hey, you should,
I mean-
you should like, whatever they call it, trademark that or something.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Mark.
Can't believe
Sure.
what's
No.
happening
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like,
Whatever it is.
it's like something.
I
A
can't
mark
believe
of
what's
your trade?
happening
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like a mark of your trade.
I go to all this effort
No,
That's a mark of my trade.
to make
I
deals,
guess.
and you're just giving them away.
Well, I am interacting with a wonderful cast of customers here, and yeah, this has been a pleasant experience for me so far.
I would like to.
Maybe it was the eye lick you did. That really
Yeah.
set it up.
And you are growing on me by the minute, might I say. Your scales are quite the lustrous shine to them.
Okay, as soon as he compliments Mordark, I am going to think back to that person talking about the magic shop in kind of like an annoyed, sarcastic way, and I want to judge. I'm like, wait a second, he's being really nice, but I thought he was gonna be a jerk or something. I want to see if he's like pulling one over on us. Like, does he seem genuine?
Make a insight check.
And I guess
Is it
like
vibe check?
vibe check.
Vibe
It's like,
check.
I know he's a salesman, which is fine, but is he like ugh.
Poppy, you're so worldly.
So not. 11.
11. He definitely gives an air of salesman, and he
Yeah.
makes an effort to connect with his potential customers.
Okay.
So but yeah, other than that, you don't really.
With that last comment, actually, Mordark, my reaction to you're growing on me and then him, alluding to my skills, it sets like alarms off in my head, and I'd also want to get some kind of
Don't roll with that dice.
check on him.
Go ahead
just
and make
to
an
figure out
insight check.
vibe check.
Oh!
I'm telling you.
What'd you roll?
4 plus.
It doesn't matter.
4
You
plus 1.
you get the sense that through all of your travels and the shopkeepers that you've encountered, no one's really given you this level of deference and respect before, and you deserve that. This person has your best interest at heart, and you have no other desire or feeling other than to trust them. Even though you've only known him for a few moments, you feel like this is the type of person that I can really connect with.
Well, since everyone else is getting in on the bundle, you know, what kind of, you had some magic arrows for Azariah, and, got any cool magic daggers, magic swords, anything like that?
I do indeed. I have something for you. 1 second again. He jumps down again. This time he kind of like catching his breath. Runs to the other end of the counter, and then climbs another small ladder and reaches up for a box and pulls it, rushes back over to you, and as he slips the cover from this box, he goes, "This is a dagger of venom. I actually enchanted it myself. The poison is of a wyvern. Don't ask me where I got it.
Is it a what?
Wyvern.
If I told you where I got it, I'd have to kill you.
Good luck trying.
Just kidding. But I imagine for a
You'd be in for a shocking surprise.
individual like yourself, you would find this quite useful.
Alright, what else you have?
Well, I have a lot of things.
Short swords,
Rapiers, scimitars. something
I would
like
be
that.
interested in a short sword.
A short sword. Let me look.
well,
Or a.
Wait, you know, I can help you with a short sword copy. I've got one in my bag right now.
Well, I want to see what he has. If he has something cool, you know. I don't want your hand-me-downs.
Well, that's what I'm asking for.
So at the moment,
I'll take your second choice, okay?
I've got a combo, a short sword and shield. You see, he kind of like brings from below the counter a very like finely made shield that is round, and it has a scabbard and short sword handle sticking up out of it. And he pulls the short sword, and you can see it's this really beautifully made, like fine curved blade with runes engraved along the edge of the blade. And he just kind of like touches it to his finger, and like the tiniest bit of blood just like falls off. He's like, now this is very dangerous, but in the right hands, dangerous for the right reasons.
Is he handing it over to me?
Yep.
Oh. And what does the what are these little symbols up on here?
That, my friend, is a magical weapon enchantment, allowing this blade to become much more effective.
Paint a picture for me.
So, you have a short sword on your person. Hold it in your hand.
Okay.
Now, take a few swings, one with each.
Okay.
And as you do, you notice that the enchanted blade is much lighter and far more precise in the strikes that you make. You offer a good bit of focus to your strikes normally, but the strikes that you make with the enchanted blade, you feel like they almost are pulling you, and you feel like this like will to follow through. So something beyond your natural ability guides this blade, and you can see that based off of the sharpness test would also provide a good bit more damage than what your blade would.
So, I mean, this feels really balanced.
Perfectly balanced.
And it strikes true. So, I have to get the shield with it? Would you ever part with just the blade, not the shield?
I mean, personally, I am not such a monster that I would let these two beautifully crafted items that are clearly made for one another part ways, but I could be convinced to sell them separately.
Would I notice anything about like any runes on the shield or any like magical aspects about the shield or anything like that?
Yeah, looking at the shield, it also has a similar enchantment, though the runes that are carved into it a little different, but you can see that the make and the kind of like central insignia matches that of the short sword, so they are indeed a pair, but both look immaculate and of very high quality.
Okay. And then sorry.
Ew, gross.
Shut up!
The halfling ducks underneath. Are you fetching anything else down here?
Sorry.
Are you ill? We have somebody who could potentially help you for a fee.
Well, what?
Oh my gosh,
Are you-
I can.
Oh, are you? Oh, I didn't even notice. You're cleric of Alamar, of course.
I am.
That's so wonderful. Yes, I've had this. Not sure if it's a head cold or allergies or what, but the past couple days it's just been lingering.
I could definitely, help with that.
Oh, could you?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yes, check.
She's really mad at this.
I'm very confident. Like, I'll figure it out. I have some elderberry syrup on me I can give you that'll help you get over it quicker. If you're...
Burn it whole spells alive.
I'm trying not to, okay?
Sure. You can help me. I would be so happy to be rid of this.
Let me think about what would help
I knew this were real.
Oh my lord.
That's how you deal fairly.
I will. You know what? I will.
He just kind
Well,
of
what?
closes his eyes and he's like,
Is it okay?
You're like,
Is it
oh,
okay
waiting.
if I touch you?
whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Oh, whatever.
We agree
he
upon
needs to do.
pros first.
And he's gonna he climbs up on the
I'm
counter
gonna
and
cast-
just kind of lays down.
Did you agree upon a price first?
Oh, I have my hands on his face and I'm going, oh wait. No, we can figure out later. And I'll
What's that?
cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll go ahead and do that for him.
You're wounded and cold.
Yeah, his nose is all snotty and clean it all up. This is all I got, alright? Or, I guess
I'll
I
say-
could,
make a medicine check.
yeah. Wait. I'm gonna make an argument. 22 on a medicine check.
Okay.
And my idea is less allows you to add to your saving throw. So if
Okay.
you were ill, wouldn't that be like a con saving throw? So could I bless him to make him feel like he can deal with this, or should I do cure wounds? That's my argument.
Interesting.
I rest my case. Because if I was sick,
Well,
what
you
would have
didn't rest
me
your
roll?
case though. You gotta make it a case.
Yep.
You rest your case.
Yep. You don't have something
I will
that's,
say-
moves, effects, like poison.
You go ahead and you cast Bless, and you watch as this golden halo just kind of descends and falls upon the head of this halfling as he's laying down on the table, and he kind of arches a bit on the table and says, "Oh, I feel the magic. It's happening."
Bobby has a moment of feeling really uncomfortable and shakes it off.
And he stands up. He's, I
How
feel
do you
great.
feel?
This is amazing.
If you had to
I
put
am,
a price on how good you feel.
Oh god.
Yes, of course.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I understand. Well,
You do feel better though, right?
if I had to put a price on it, and he lowers his glasses down to his eyes, I would say, for the Adventurers bundle with the discount of the Blessing of Alamar, I would bring it down from 510 to, let's call it 400 gold.
Whoa, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's some good eating right there.
And
And might I say, you are glowing.
I thank you.
No. You're
Literally.
Literally. Oh. He like spins it around. It's into like a mirror behind
Do
him.
you need a mirror?
No,
No. What?
nothing.
Nothing at all.
What? Why? No.
Anyways,
I've got a
Anyway.
mirror right here.
Okay.
There's one behind
If you
him.
needed one,
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, God, that was close.
I don't understand.
This is
I'm so glad that
feel
you're feeling
great.
better. Yeah.
are you over the table or like in game?
I'm in game.
Okay. All right. Cool. Just making sure.
we're in it. We're
That
in it.
is.
No, I know.
This is
Eat,
just
eight.
so.
This is out of
nice.
character.
Okay.
Out of character.
Okay. All right.
That's really kind of you. I'm so glad you're feeling better.
You don't have that problem no more. You got blessed.
Yeah. So if you could shut.
So, 400 gold. He sniffles again. He's like, oh well, I'm sure that'll be gone in the next couple of minutes.
One more. I'm looking for a short sword, or anything that would help me be faster, like boots, new boots. Mine are a little worn.
I think what you're looking for is a set of boots. They're somewhat rare. I don't have any in stock, but if you can find someone, maybe an enchanter. Where are you all traveling to?
Arendor.
Arendor. Oh, well, there's more than likely a shop there that would have a set of
Do you have any other sword shorts?
the set that your friend has laid claim to was the only
okay.
short sword that I had in stock.
I understand. That's fine.
What about ambulance or, we're really just looking for anything that's going to give us the edge. I think.
Specifically faster, because this armor's really great, but it kind of slows me down.
It's a wonderful set of armor, very
Thank
well
you.
made. I at the moment, unfortunately, don't have anything in the way of speed.
All right.
I have some potions that will give you a boost in strength of arm, if you're interested in that.
We've got beer for that.
Yeah, we've got beer for that.
Oh, really?
You ever heard of Orcish blood brew?
Oh,
It's invigorating.
Yeah, we have a whole
We have two.
barrel of it.
3 whole barrels.
Well, we've tapped into some.
We have 2.5 barrels of it.
I would love to try it. But no, I haven't heard of Orcish blood brew. That sounds disgusting, but if it makes you
It's very
stronger.
invigorating.
You'll feel twice your size. You'll feel twice as strong.
I wonder if actually you could sell some here. It's rare. It's a rare import in
Honestly,
this area.
yeah, you could put it in a bottle it up, and sell it as a potion of vigor.
Oh, interesting.
And we've got a whole entire barrel that we can give you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Does he get help since I?
Yes, I'll say you can help.
Do I roll on my own, or does he re-roll?
Yeah.
Either way.
Do you need a
Okay.
re-roll?
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kyle needs to make a custom item in our world that's a Kool-Aid man jar. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it needs to happen. Ooh. Showing it a sleeve.
When the kids are unchaperoned.
His ears are hurting a little bit. They're heavy. Heavy are the ears. Compare
No.
the hair.
Oh Lord. Yeah. That's right. Is it?
guys.
I mean, there's plenty of things, I'm sure, that he
Those
has that
are-
I could use.
Those
but
arrows are amazing.
I
That's really
won't be too greedy as I've only got 100 gold. at the
Yeah,
moment.
I'm after
If we
paying
could get
50.
him down far enough, we could.
I don't know. We're kind of pushing our luck at this point, but I mean that's a pretty good deal. I told you guys, kindness goes pretty far.
He was actually very interested in Mordark's scales. Maybe we can.
Yeah.
Mordark,
few-
is there anything special
You
about
should
your
find out.
scales?
No.
They're sensational.
They're just skin.
No.
Maybe there
Eyes
is
are
that he just
sensational.
doesn't know.
Maybe we should pluck
It's
one.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Pluck your own hat. Never mind.
Mordark, how often do you shed?
Listen, it's a thing that happens every once in a while in a lizard's life. It's not a big deal. I don't like to make a deal about it. It's just, you talked about tattoos and, it's... Why would I spend the money on it if it's just gonna go away?
But
Do
like,
you drop your tail like other lizards?
No.
I know.
It might make a good melee weapon.
If it is a
I
good
guess.
melee weapon.
Tail, nice tug.
Touch me.
Just wanted to see if
What's
you
wrong
were
with you people?
well, I mean, it's different if your scales fall off every 5 months versus every 5 years.
They're my scales. It's not up to you.
What if you gave up just one?
For what? What are you gonna
For
do
a
with
good
it?
cause.
A good cause?
Yeah, bargain.
You have to clean them.
You wanted the deal.
Yeah. Nobody understands the value of money better than you.
I know, but what is the scale gonna do?
No, we're asking you.
I don't
Let's
think
go.
my skin has any magical properties.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we ask him?
Alright.
Oh,
Shall keep.
You were,
We
you
never
were,
caught your
you were
name.
eyeing his scales quite intently. Maybe they have.
Lorcan.
Lorcan.
Yes.
That's a nice name.
Thank you.
So the scales of someone dragonborn like me, they possess any properties that would pique your interest?
I suppose they would possess some magical properties given the kinship to a draconic ancestry. Now, to what end? I am not sure. So,
I'm not sure either. They're trying to pluck me apart and sell me off.
No, more dark.
Just a little bit.
You said you should anyways.
if you're willing to part with some of your scales, I can do a bit of investigating and testing. And,
I don't think that. Here you go.
oh, thank you.
I'd like to crackle a little bit of lightning in my mouth.
Please, no violence within the shop, please.
He's playing for it. He owes me.
Couldn't think of it. He owes me too.
Well, you know what? You keep that. It's all yours.
Thank you.
And I'd like to just ask a couple more questions about this short sword and this shield.
Sure.
You can see I've already got a short sword right
Yes.
here. I unsheath it. I got a short sword here.
Yes.
I've just bought it. It's new from your smithy right here in town.
Yes.
Has not seen battle. Comes with all of his quality and guarantees. So, is there a way that I could exchange this as credit towards the short sword and shield that you're offering me now?
Sure. He takes the short sword and inspects it. I could knock off 2 gold for this.
2 gold, you say?
Yeah. This is
The scam, I got scam, boy. So good.
this is not exactly what you would call the finer work. This is sort of it's a mundane short sword. So
Excellent. Love to hear that. Well, with that 2 gold credit, what would your fancy shield and fancy sword cost me?
oh well.
I thought that was included in our price so far. No, that's extra.
Nope, not it.
I don't even think we've heard what this thing costs yet. I
Yoinks.
can only imagine.
Yoinks. Okay. I already took 50 gold out of my pocket for the elixir of health.
Oh, okay.
And then
so
we
then we only
organize
need to pay
everything else.
350.
I guess
we
I'll
need
have to
come
ask
up
him.
with 350.
Plus whatever discount he'll give us on the scales.
Or the ale.
Yeah.
We still haven't finished that.
I don't know if he'll make a deal for ale that we haven't even brought to him yet.
But
Like,
we
we
also
have
do
to
need
go
to
and get
keep
it
an
and
eye
come
on
back.
time.
It's already
Yeah.
been an hour and a half looking for these shops. We need to,
Plus
like,
we have time in the blacksmith. It's probably about 2 hours.
yes.
Plus we might have some business in the mayor's office. that
Yeah,
we
we're
should
cutting
definitely-
it close.
The mayor's office. Where are we going to the mayor's office?
To tell him that we killed the pirate.
Were you eavesdropping on my conversation?
Whoops, no! I don't know why we're going to see the mayor. I don't negate
What business will we have at the mayor's?
Goodness.
I heard that there was a bounty on that pirate captain.
Wow.
Well then, you know,
Good thing that
the
Probably should have gone there
The
first
lizard
before we
that-
came here.
the lizard that killed him should definitely
I killed
go
before
claim
we
that
found
shit.
out.
What?
You have no proof? It's your word against mine, and everybody saw me blow
Who
the shit
did
up.
kill him?
Me.
I think you forfeited the claim when you. Never mind.
Hey,
It doesn't matter.
wait,
Reason,
it was a group
there's
effort.
It's handled.
There's lots of reasons.
It's handled.
It was a group effort. If there's a reward, should we split it with the crew?
Wow.
Probably.
Whoa. Hang on there.
We would have died if it weren't for them. They
I
dragged
don't
you
know
out of
for
the
sure,
water.
No, he dragged me out of the water.
He grabbed
Oh,
you
now
in the
you
water.
admit it.
He grabbed you in the water, but the crew is the one who yoinked on that rope and pulled you back up. He was gonna sink with you. It is wrong if we go take a reward for killing that pirate and don't at least give them some.
Plus, your Fire Lord friend did a fair amount of damage to their ship.
Yeah.
Probably should
To their
reimburse
ship?
them.
I did the damage to the ship.
No!
He was walking around
Alara's
lighting
ship.
the thing on fire.
Captain Alara's ship.
Oh, I understand. Oh, you want to give the gold away again?
Only some of it.
It's only fair.
Giving the gold away.
I mean,
We're
as much as
fixing to
I
give a
don't
lot of
like
gold
it,
away.
I did damage their ship.
It's the right thing to do.
That's not
They have-
important.
Captain Alara is a good woman. What do
They
you have against her?
have that woodworking orc lady
Yeah, what's
right
she
there on
doing?
the
Yeah,
ship. She
you've
can
been weird
patch
towards
all
Captain Alara for days now.
that. Have
What's the
not.
problem?
Yes, you have.
Have not.
Look at you.
You've been weird ever since you went to her quarters alone.
What?
What?
Insight check on Jimmy. He says,
That's a
have
one.
not.
That's a one.
It's not. It's a 3. So I get a bonus.
Right.
Cannon came home.
Oh.
I heard her footsteps and I was like, oh,
I got a
so go.
6 insight check on whether anything happened between Jimmy and Alara.
Between Jimmy and Alara.
Between Jimmy and Alara or between Mortar? Jimmy. Who is she?
Jim, what are you telling him?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, keep
You can
your
roll
secrets.
either deception or persuasion. Don't
Against
tell us
his-
which, and then just add your bonus. Tell me what you get.
It would be deception.
It's like, don't tell us.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Dummy. Dumb dog.
His roll sucks.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No. 3 plus 4 is 7.
Wow.
7.
Whoa.
Are you-
Two
Are you-
idiots
are you-
try to figure each other out.
What did you roll?
A 6.
Oh, seems like he's above board. Everything seems.
Wow. You couldn't be more truthful.
I usually am. Usually I keep it above board. You know.
So we'll try to
So
get a
what
good
was the
deal.
price
so
of this
we
short
can-
sword?
Sorry. My apologies. Keep continuing to have to run and do things. But the enchanted short sword and shield as a combo are 250 gold pieces together.
Wow.
And
Also,
less the discount for the scales.
It's actually a
you know.
steal.
Well, the scales were given to me as a gift. I had some.
Yeah,
I thought you
absolutely.
understood how to deal.
Not when things are stolen from me.
Yeah, you just kind of gave him a scale.
There's no winning with it. We just gotta give up. So the ale.
Yeah.
Any interest in that? We do have a whole barrel.
Oh, certainly, I would love to try it.
No. As like a deal, not a gift. Because we did pay for this very, it's a limited edition brew that we brought all the way from Megatrainus. So this is an export. This is a foreign beer.
Let's just call
getting
it
a
barrel
little
for
outside
sword.
of my area of expertise. I would think that you would maybe
What if it's not much? What if it's just 50 gold pieces?
50 gold pieces, not much.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, well,
That's a
the
little
barrel
steep
was-
for ale, I think.
The barrel was 150. I mean, we'd be losing a lot of money. Giving it to you.
Make a deception check.
Oh, buddy, it's good.
You bastard.
We're beating this little
19.
19.
That's pretty good. I
Did
don't
anybody
know.
write down exactly what it does?
The sword?
No, the
It just
Orcus
gives you
blood
advantage
brew.
on strength checks, I'm pretty sure, for like an hour,
Uh,
which is pretty good.
It is good.
Can I use this?
I would be willing to, I'd be willing to pay you 5 gold pieces for a mug of it, just so I can test and do a little bit of research
I don't
for
think we have
myself.
time for this. We have to get to the mayor's, we have to go back to the blacksmith, we have to board, or else they're gonna leave us here. And so I don't think it's worth haggling over.
Why don't we divide and conquer? We'll settle up here. A couple of us can go to the mayor's office. A couple of us can go get the ale and bring it back. Attempt to sell it.
Yeah, you and Mordar can go back to the
There's 4 of us.
grab the ale, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
You really think it's worth it?
50 gold.
You didn't agree to that.
In a way, he did.
Okay, I guess.
After I get done working on this short sword deal, I'd love to go to the mayor's office.
Okay, let's just finish.
Don't
Because you
know
guys
if
are
I
just gonna have to
want
stay here and wait. So that
I
nobody
think
else
we
buys
should
our
have to go
stuff.
get the ale.
I don't want to sell my ale. You want to sell my ale.
It's my ale too. I bought it.
I bought it.
No, I bought it.
How much was it then if you bought it?
I don't know.
It was 36 gold pieces for
Oh,
those
well,
3 barrels of it.
Oh, really? I see.
Look,
I have to go! I can't be here anymore!
I see what type of
no, look.
individuals I'm dealing with here.
No.
We are just
Honestly, I
Dark, we thought it was 150!
honestly, our friend is very kind of tricksy, just to be honest with you. So I didn't actually know how much it costed. I was kind of assuming.
Well, whatever it is, I don't believe you anymore.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
You
we
know
won't
what?
bother you. Let's just,
Let's just settle up, and then we
we
won't.
started
We'll get
we
out of
started
here.
good. Let's end on a good note.
I agree.
Yeah, I think we can just forfeit the short sword for now.
No, we cannot do that.
Yes, we can.
Wait, why are we telling Mordark what he can and can't buy?
No, I mean he can do whatever he wants, but I'm just not sure if he wants to sell it to him anymore.
I didn't do anything wrong. In fact,
I would still sell this short sword and shield to you.
can I get the cute poppy discount? 25 gold?
Well,
No.
Can I get the creepy lizard with the sensational eyes discount?
Make a persuasion check.
You did say that I was growing on you. Or I'm looking at my inventory.
And there is not a
I
short
also-
sword there.
13 and 4 is 17.
I feel neither inclined nor compelled to offer any further discounts than what I've already put together. The Adventurer's Bundle, trademark
Trademark pending.
trademark pending.
Sounds like a name for a Patreon package.
Ooh. Adventure is bundle.
Short sword and short sword and shield bundle, 250 gold, and the potions and the arrows as a separate bundle, 400 gold pieces.
Did the bundle include my elixir of health, or did I already pay the 50 for that?
It includes that, yes.
Oh, okay. Then I need to change my.
So I paid 200.
For what?
I'll do
200.
Alright.
248
Hold on,
because I
what was the
traded you
difference?
my
400.
short sword.
400 between the
Fair
two
enough.
of us?
We definitely buy less
So I'm
arrows.
I
We'd also
put-
have to buy all 3.
Wonderful. Gives you
I
the
want 165 gold.
short sword and
I
shield,
had 390, and I just spent.
and he also gives you a
Oh, so there's
receipt.
only 200 remaining?
Keep your
Okay,
receipt.
so we
Keep
should
your
split-
receipt.
How much do you have?
I have 100
Can you
Hey, you know what?
help
I
me
found an idea.
understand
If we
what
walk
I just
out
bought
right
a little
now,
more?
we can put it on his
No, we have to stop that also.
So
Otherwise anything again.
Essentially, he has given you a +1 short sword, +1 shield.
I don't think
Okay,
that's that
short
much.
sword +1.
Okay, I can do. I'll do 1.
And then the ship
30
is
and you do
just
70?
shield +1.
Yep.
Sure.
Is that fair?
I think that's more than fair.
That leaves
That's
us
Probably
both. That
overly
leaves
fair,
you with 30 and me
considering my
10.
arrows were
Just think of
quite
us when we
expensive.
learn about it.
Okay, because that leaves us with the same amount of gold. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 30 left and I have 35 left. Okay, cool.
We got it
Marcus.
sorted. Here's 400 gold.
Yep.
Thanks for the stuff. Ow!
Swear there's a place to put money on this sheet.
So I got 2 basic healing potions, 1 regular healing potion, and a potion of diminution. That's what I wrote. Because I couldn't remember what it was called.
It's close. Definitely gonna need the stats on those arrows. They do not exist. In
Oh my god. Chat is
Chat
freaking
is wild.
wild right now.
Somebody said stab him in the neck, lizard man.
I have a
We
question.
are too chaotic of a party. You can't say that.
I have a question.
We
As
just
they're
might
as
do
they're
it.
finishing up their transaction, this halfling shopkeep, can he really see very far over the counter or anything like that?
Oh.
He's so at the counter he stands on like a stool that you can kind of see vaguely, and so
Do not allow
he's
that.
about eye to eye with Poppy at the moment, and the counter is kind of like at his waist.
Okay. And then, is
How
there
about like
is there
five?
inventory behind me, or is all the inventory back behind his counter?
So behind you, kind of out in the open, there are some tables that have different items like some headdresses, like some cloths, some different types of like trinkets, I guess you would say, and you're unsure of like what their use might be. They may be like you see a set of like crocheting set, like for like needle and thread kind of thing. But yeah, aside from that, all of the items that appear to be useful for like adventuring, the higher value items, all seem to be like behind the counter and or behind the curtain. He's gone back behind this like curtain that's behind the counter a few times into like a back storeroom.
Gotcha. And then, so when he's got like say potions of healing or potions of this, that, and the other, are they just on a shelf, like maybe on the wall back behind him before you go back into the back area behind the curtain?
Yeah, so the potions of healing are actually like right behind him on the shelf where he's currently standing.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
So
We figured it out. We pulled our 400 gold.
ready
Yeah,
to
so-
settle up?
Yeah.
And
400 gold.
I'm gonna reach to my bag, pull out one of my little hard candies.
Oh,
Little hard candy on top.
wonderful. Where did you source these from?
Nicotrainus.
Oh, I will save this for
Butterscotch.
later, and I'll savor it once I have some downtime. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This has been quite the wonderful roller coaster of an experience. So,
Yeah, we're gonna get out of your hair before. We don't want to take up all your.
Yeah. Plus, you just got a substantial amount of gold. You should put it, somewhere safe.
Thanks for your illnesses.
yes, I am actually
Yeah, we should leave.
planning
Yes.
to. Yeah. Thank you for your concern.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, if that is all, I will bid you all adieu and wish you many luck.
What was your name again?
Lorcan.
Lorcan. Always remember Lorcan.
Always remember Lorcan.
I don't know about always, but anyway, we're gonna leave.
Oh, wait, before we go, can you do sparkles one more time?
Of course, for you, anything. And you see,
Off to the bears, so I know we murdered the pirate.
Do you have a trinket that does that?
adventures.
She might want it.
No, it's it's actually a very simple spell. Just prestidigitation. You're familiar with arcane arts at all?
Oh,
Very minimal.
arcane arts.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm a practitioner myself.
I'm so sorry, we keep trying to leave, but you're just the most interesting guy. Never met somebody
Guilty
like
as
you.
charged.
I just grab her. We just start.
I take my leave. I walk out of the store.
As I'm walking out of the store, I'd like to
Shopping arc is over.
cast Mage Hand as I walk to the other side of the door.
Okay. You
It's not a
Who
good
gave him mage?
go ahead and roll a
Who
sleight
said
of
you
hand.
could have?
Oof.
Tricky.
Oof. Where's my thing?
It's fine. It's good.
Oh, okay. I thought it was bad.
Meaning it's bad.
Somebody asked if their real candies were things like fentanyl.
Oh my god.
And
Chad, why?
he,
Is that actually what's in those barrels? You're not smuggling fentanyl?
No.
Oh lord.
Sorry, what?
clears his throat as you guys are walking out, and he says, I think you might be forgetting something. A spectral hand.
Oh, this thing? Oh, he carries my things for me sometimes.
Good. Just make sure he carries your things. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Have a great day.
Great.
By that he means your things, not his things that you want to be his. Or yours.
Here. And I hand the Mage Hand my new sword and shield.
He's just like eyeing you down now. He's like, fingers for eyes. He's like, have a good day. Stay safe. Goodbye.
Alright. And we
It takes
beeline it
gold.
for the mares.
Alright.
Please tell me the sword and shield's too heavy for the mage hand.
Just dragging on the ground.
Actually, together they. No, I'll say because of their magical properties, they.
Pounds.
For the purpose of this, it can carry them. It cannot wield them.
Right. Oh, wild. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, to combine their about 8 pounds. Stop.
So you head over to the mayor's office. And it is on the exact opposite side of town. So you run through, backtracking where you came from, and eventually make it back to this bridge that kind of spans the breadth of the river. And getting to the mayor's office takes you roughly 20 to 30 minutes. Just moving at like a pretty.
Still got at least a couple
How
hours.
much time did we spend in that shop?
So total, you all have been docked at the city for about 2.5 hours. It took you about an hour and a half to get to that shop to find it, and you spent a good bit of time shopping and kind of negotiating with the blacksmith. So at the moment, you're about halfway through your docking and whatever process is going on the Tempest Grace.
Yeah. So it's getting close to about lunchtime.
Mayor's first, then food.
Sorry.
We can divide and conquer.
Alright.
Why don't you go grab us some food?
I'd love to go to the mayor's office.
Hey, maybe they'll give us snacks. Everyone here has been really nice. Maybe they have like kebabs or something.
I wonder if they'll give us a bounty.
I hand people food when they come into my house.
It's not that kind of town. Hobby. Sorry.
Listen, the only other thing that I'm gonna say that I am missing right now is I busted my lockpicks on Lord Abide's desk, and I need to resupply on my lockpicks. So
Maybe I don't know how thieves get their things. Maybe find somebody else trying to be shady and then take their stuff.
Why don't you go work on that?
sure,
We'll
it's
go
just a
collect your
general
bounty.
store. I mean, lockpicks are common use.
Meet back the ship.
People
You
need-
did this last time. You asked a shopkeep for a lockpick and thieves' tools, and they said, we don't sell that here. Try the black market.
Why
Why
don't
would
you
they
go help him and make sure he doesn't get into trouble?
I'd love to go to the mayor's office. Let's all go.
Well, we're here. It's right there. We're
Let's go.
standing outside.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Ugh.
Ugh. I am not the one who reins him in.
Whose damn job is that? I'm not a good influence.
Can't always be my job. He doesn't listen to me.
Honestly, I might prefer going to shop for fresh tobacco for my pipe rather than watch y'all negotiate with the mayor.
With the,
There's no negotiations. I'm sure there's a bounty, and we're here to collect.
Yeah, we're just gonna be
We're gonna keep this simple.
collect the bounty, and then we're gonna get out.
Why? Do you think he's got something important in there?
It's the mayor's office. Yeah.
So they got money?
No, they don't have anything important. We just get distracted. And we're not gonna get distracted. We're gonna go in there. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Alright, so you approach this building, and it is a very like stately looking 2-story building. It is just like on the kind of at the heart of like the eastern side of the river. The front of the structure adorned with like carved wooden panels, and you see that there are inside very finely crafted wooden furniture and kind of tapestries hanging down, and they are emblazoned with this symbol of a dove flying above a winding river, and it appears that that is like the crest of the town of Burningford.
Before
What
we
is
get
the name
too
of it?
far,
Burningford.
before we get too far into the building, we kind of want to go up to Azariah and be like, you turned in a bounty before like this?
I may have turned in a few.
I think it, as long as everybody's cool with it, I think maybe you could take the point on this. I've not turned a bounty in.
No, I've never.
I've only done it for 3 kobolds.
Oh yeah, we did do that with the cold. This seems different though, because those are like things. This was a person.
Kobolds are people too.
Yeah.
We just murdered.
We slaughtered a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways,
Whatever
Yeah.
makes you feel better.
you're probably gonna be better at this.
And sure, it's a fairly simple process. There's a bounty. You usually have some sort of evidence of
Somehow I
taking
don't
care
think
of
it's
the
gonna go
deed.
like that.
So that makes us a little bit trickier than normal.
Yeah. There you
But
go. You can take the lead.
just keep him in check.
Yeah, I just kind of hang back.
I'll just hold your tail. Like it's a hand. Not aggressively. Just passively. That's the end of it.
Hey, how does shocking grasp work? Can I shock her grasp? I'm just kidding.
Can I imbue it into my tail?
Just kidding.
Settle down, Alex.
Hey.
All right.
Whatever.
As you enter this hall, you see behind a desk is a female human with like sandy blonde hair, and her hair kind of tied in like a neat bun, currently looking down at the desk and writing. And as you all walk in, she looks up and takes a like small cup and sips a bit of tea, sets it down, and then folds her hands. Hello. How are you all today? How can I help you? Welcome to the River Hall.
Glad to be here. We are here to turn in a bounty.
I see. And the bounty is for Which current individual?
Captain
Farley.
Farley.
Captain, what?
And I assume that you have run proof of the...
Unfortunately, we do not. We were set upon him by him and his crew, and a certain individual of our party decided to blow up their ship and the captain. There was no evidence remaining.
We're on Captain
See.
Alara's crew on the Tempest Grace. Have you met them?
Yes, Captain Alara is a esteemed member of, or associate member of our merchantry guild.
That's who we're here with.
Wonderful. So, regrettably, without proof or some way to establish this bounty legitimately, I'm afraid that we wouldn't be able to pay you for it. But if what you said is true, then the knowledge that you and your companions are of such a heroic nature in the world is appreciated, and Reningford offers you its thanks.
What about some memory magic? Anybody here good with that stuff?
She kind of thinks for a second. Myself, I am not familiar, but if you give me a moment, I can speak with our deputy mayor and see if there is someone that we can bring in to possibly legitimize the claim on the bounty that you've made.
We got a ship full of witnesses, so, you know.
I will be right back. She kind of like scoots back from her chair. You see, like, as she does, there's like,
Memory magic exists.
I don't know.
You know, I was just gonna ask for a reduced rate of the bounty, but
I was gonna ask what are some of the examples of
took control of that.
How do you prove that you got somebody?
Heads.
Oh.
Heads or some form of item that is known for notoriety with that individual.
Gross.
Body.
Penis.
What?
I personally have
What?
not had to use someone's penis for a bounty collection before,
Why is that the first thing that you thought of?
I don't know.
but you're welcome to give that a shot, I suppose.
I don't want to.
Do you have Captain Farley's penis?
No.
I might.
Did you find it in the water?
I got pulled out of the water.
Oh my god. Okay. No, we need to stop. We have to stop. No.
How would you prove?
Can we roll? Roll for
It is.
diction.
No. No.
Hey.
I'm drawing the line. Drawing the line. No, you cannot roll.
Oh god.
Absolutely not.
Roll for dick rating.
Next
I mean,
week,
that-
let's find out how many people stop watching our.
This is not. You can't find this kind of content anywhere else. Okay.
Patreon perk.
You thought you've seen it
Patron
all.
with benefits.
You thought you've seen it all. You haven't.
Yeah.
Okay,
by
back
the way,
to memory
that's
magic.
Patreon.com/overworked nerds to get more patron with benefits content just like this.
So, as you are having this conversation, eventually the
Please come back.
secretary returns, and she is followed by a rather stout, cheerful halfling who is walking towards you all, and you hear the like clack of his like really finely made boots across the like the marble floor in the hall, and he is
Squeeze your tail.
very like exquisite handlebar mustache on his face. And as he like walks up to you all, you see he stands just a head taller than what you would expect for a halfling. Like he carries an air of pride about him. So, I understand that you all are here to collect on the bounty for Captain Farley.
We are.
Right. Well, seeing as how I've been informed you do not have the normal physical proof necessary, we will need to hold a minor hearing with the witnesses that you bore aboard your vessel, and we can possibly bring this to a resolution and get you all paid for the bounty. It will be the dead portion of the bounty, I'm assuming. You do not have Captain Farley. So, the price on his head was, at the moment, 600 gold. And so, if we are able to find truth in your claim, then you all will be paid as such. So, if you could bring your witnesses forth, I will call our magistrate and we will hold a hearing.
We are the witnesses. He
Wonderful.
brought us 3 to witness the death.
Wonderful. We will need 2 additional witnesses. 5 is our.
Captain Laura.
And when would this hearing take place, and how long would it take to? Unfortunately, we are short on time. Captain Laura has informed us that we will be shipping out in less than an hour.
Well, it was 2.5 hours. We had 2.5 hours, so I don't know.
That was 5
At this
to
point,
2
you've
hours.
got about 2 hours remaining. We can have Magistrate Flintmore ready at a moment's notice to hold this hearing.
Let's do it. And I'm just gonna start going back to the ship. Go get
Oh.
Corn and Captain Laura.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess he's going.
Cool.
We'll be back.
All right. So you run back to the ship. Takes you about 10, 15 minutes to get there. And you see Corin is aboard the ship at the moment, kind of like pointing and giving orders to some of the crew that are currently like loading some additional things onto the ship. And as you approach, she says, "Oh,
Lauren,
hey, what's up?"
so, good news. This is the
Good.
best city. And on top of that, the awful pirate that we killed, there was
Let's get to
a,
the point. We need you for
there
the
was a
hearing.
bounty. There's a bounty on his head,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
want to collect it, but we need 2 more witnesses.
Okay.
Can you
So,
come with
you-
us to the mayor's?
And Captain Laura.
shit, I got a lot to do here.
It's 600 gold.
We could give you guys
Huh.
some of it. Whoa. Well,
Well,
yeah, we could. We want to. Okay. We want to contribute to the ship because we kind of, some of us damaged it, and so we felt bad, and we want to give you half. Yep. That's.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, and she kind of like turns and grabs one of the crew, and she's like, "All right, come on, you're coming with me. You saw them execute Captain Farley. Got it?" And you see like this like
Oh, now that we're all got our stories straight.
a redhead like teenage boy, and he's just like, "Oh, yes,
I
ma'am."
love all the gingers in this world. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it's like every time I look up, there's
There's too many.
What are you trying to say?
You know exactly what I'm saying.
It's about to be this side of the table, or is it that? Why, yeah, Yoda.
yeah, Corin's like, "All right, lead the way. Where we going?"
We go.
Okay, so you head back to the hall. Another 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely stayed at the hall. I was
I
just
did
chilling on
too.
the steps.
Yeah, we just started running.
I was just making sure, no one snuck this bounty out from underneath my nose.
So you guys stayed back? Cute.
How would you get it?
Cutesy. Very
You
good.
almost killed him.
I
No.
destroyed the captain.
Very
I
mindful.
don't want it. I don't want it.
In fact, I probably stepped out to the tobacco shop, since apparently it was supposed to be right next door.
I did not move 1 inch from where we
We don't
would
have
have
to
this
roleplay
hearing.
that.
I'll say that you got your standard fare tobacco for, and that's pretty. It's like maybe 5 silver pieces. Nothing expensive. So you, as you all are traveling back, Corin is just like, "All right, this better not take long, because I swear we cannot be late getting back to the ship."
Yeah.
Totally.
No. Yeah. We got it. We're gonna make it quick.
Got it. So you said 300 gold?
You need to tell Mordor that we killed them. You gotta convince him to not say anything stupid.
You think I'm gonna convince him not to say anything stupid? Nobody convinces him of
I
anything.
can't convince him
Like, why do you think I can?
because he likes you. He doesn't like me.
That's not true. If he didn't like
Put
you,
me in a mirror for all of eternity if you like me.
I don't know. I'll try. I'll try.
We walk in.
All right.
More dark. Before we go in there,
You got our witnesses?
got our witnesses. We got Corin and another deckhand, and I believe in you. And we're gonna work as a team to get this bounty, and we're gonna do great. And we're not gonna push our envelope because luck is our mistress, and we don't want to wear her out. How do?
Work as a team. We're gonna.
Sure.
Did you tell them? You told them, didn't you?
Told them what?
About the bounty.
Yeah.
How much did you give them?
Half.
Look, this is kind of, she sprung it on me too, but, this is what we got. It's too late, we already told them.
It is fair. They're significantly more of them than us.
My persuasion is 17.
Mordor, you set your DC.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I forgot that we don't usually.
wait, I'm sorry, what
How
much?
he gets persuaded.
Yeah. In the future, just think of it beforehand, and then you can roll a persuasion. But
So how likely is Poppy to persuade
Oh,
Mordor?
I don't know why I did
no,
that. I
in
don't
this-
usually do that.
In this instance, I agree. I agree with what Poppy is saying. It really irks me. Take forfeit gold just really bothers me, but I'd
You
be
know
willing
what?
to go forward with it.
I will give you guys my quarter.
Why?
Because I told them they could have it half without asking you guys, and that wasn't. I should have talked to you guys about it. So I'll
Yeah, sure.
I'll
We'll
forfeit
take
my quarter.
Right.
It's fine. I'm gonna end up spending it on her anyways.
Well,
Alright.
I brought you back from the dead.
look,
Alright. Mark my question. Let's go. Let's do it.
okay. So, re-entering the hall, you now see that Deputy Mayor Rowan, who is the halfling, is standing side by side with a very stern-faced dwarf who has this short, box-cut black beard and a set of piercing gray blue eyes. And as you walk in, you just see beard hair from here all the way down into a squared off shape, and then just above the beard hair is this really tight set of eyes that are just beaming into all of you. He's wearing a large dark cloak, and it has on it the emblem of Brenningford. As you all walk in, hearing for the bounty. Right this way. Yes. And he leads each of you into a council chamber where you walk through this long hall with just rows and rows of seats, and at the end there are tables on each side, and then he takes a seat at a raised platform.
kind of whisper over to Mordor.
We executed him. Got it.
That's the truth. You killed him.
If we executed him, we'd have his effects.
You're asking questions.
No, they're asking questions. If we executed him, then we'd have his effects.
We need to tell them.
Is Corn beside me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Corn like, hey, we just told them the truth so far, and to explain why we didn't have like his head or anything that we blew up the ship. So, I think we're trying to stick to the truth, but I don't really know what they're gonna ask us in there.
We got this. Don't worry.
Okay.
Warren just like
She's like, anything.
takes a seat and kind of like confidently crosses her legs and like starts to lean back a little bit in the chair that she had. And so the
You're gonna like
judge.
try to call us to.
Okay. Warren looks at you kind of like surprised a little bit. She's like, okay. And the magistrate takes his seat, bangs his gavel. All right. Please present the evidence in speech for how the foul pirate captain Farley was brought to justice on the seas. Who would like to speak first?
This is kind of a show, man.
Oh, that's right.
Sure. It's actually quite simple. He blew up. So did his ship. And so did his crew. Most of them were dead already, but we went the extra mile.
All right, go ahead and give me a persuasion check and advantage.
Persuasion. 15.
15? Okay.
15.
Record heard. Understood. Thank you for your testimony. Who would like to speak next?
I'll speak next.
Very well.
I blew up his ship.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
No,
Choices-
choices the different dice.
The choices
Stop!
you make.
Roll a different die, please. Please.
It's like you don't understand.
At advantage. At advantage.
Wait.
No, he didn't
she
say
didn't
advantage.
No, he had advantage. I didn't have. You didn't tell me.
I
advantage.
just said roll a persuasion check because
Oh.
Jimmy chose to just say I blew him up.
My notoriety worked in my favor.
I swear.
9.
So bad. It rolled good at one time just to trick him. Just to trick him.
That's how vindictive it is.
Testimony heard. Understood. Who would like to speak next?
I'll speak. Yeah, the captain and his ship rolled up on us and started firing upon us with no warning. We went up. I jumped over to the ship. I got into close combat battle with the guy, and then I bailed on the ship before Moradar blew it up. And yeah, he blew it to smithereens. Knocked me out, actually.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage. Testimony heard. Understood. And as you finish, Corin stands up. I'll speak next. So, here we were, sailing along, and we see this rinky-dink ass language, ma'am. Sorry. We see this decrepit old ship rolling up toward us, and our captain calls us into action. Little did we know, we were hosting some of the most dangerous individuals this side of the continent. Your Honor, you are in the presence of heroes, and I count you as lucky. This guy, he jumped aboard the ship on fire and began to do battle with Captain Farley, one-on-one. Never seen anything like it. The lizard jumped on the back of the ship, clinged to the side of it, proceeded to blow a hole in the back of their ship, and then proceeded to blow up their entire ship at the risk of his own life. But of course he survived because he's a badass. Language. Sorry. Again, you're in the presence of heroes. They removed this pirate captain. We helped a little, but, you know, we were just defending our own. For corn. That's not great, but still a success. Heard? Testimony understood? Final testimony.
Okay, so we have been on this great adventure, started in Megatranus, and then we met Captain Alara, who apparently is super well known here. And Captain Alara is just this beautiful, smart, driven captain. Everywhere we've gone in the city, people love her. So we get on the ship, and then this pirate shows up trying to come aboard, and of course she stirred us all to action, and it was amazing. And then, you know, Mordor blew up the ship after Marcus was over there fighting. Azariah showed up out of nowhere and helped us just out of the goodness of his heart. And then they were gone and blown up, and that was great. But then my friends were dying, and so I had to save them, and the whole crew helped. And so at the end of the day, I mean, we came here, and then we spent a bunch of money and met all these nice people, and I just think it would be really cool if we were compensated for having to, you know, fight this guy. I had to do so much healing on these people, where we have to buy new potions of healing to, you know, recomp the ship, and it's just been a whole ordeal, and I'm really glad that we did it, but it'd be really cool if we could get, you know, a little bit of a reward.
Testimony understood.
Roll disadvantage.
Honestly, I take it.
We roll
Good
a,
8.
Roll for breathing.
Emotion was not the... You said roll just once, right?
just once.
Yep. Emotion was not the way to go, but it's how Poppy would have done it.
Respect.
Was that your persuasion 8 plus your mod?
She doesn't have a mod.
7 plus 1 for
Oh,
persuasion.
Sick.
Please stand by as I deliberate.
Isn't there another
We've got another witness, sir.
witness?
Corn brought somebody.
Oh,
You asked for chicken.
Orin like pushes the deckhand forward, and this is like kind of like a wiry human male. Yeah, like Miss Corn said, these guys totally killed the pirate captain Farley.
That might not help.
But if we ran around this whole city.
And the magistrate looks over his notes. As he's reading it, he kind of like looks up at Poppy. It's like, I have come to a decision. It is my belief that your claim is a truthful one. And so, my judgment is that you will receive the payment for the bounty of 600 gold pieces for the removal of Captain Farley from our lands.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please see
let
yourself
us know
out.
if you-
Speak with the secretary, tears a sheet and
I will.
hands it down to you.
Thank you.
We will.
Thank you. Please let us know if you need any other assistance. Bounty board.
We will,
Hey, you got your 100 gold back.
I, however, am very bored.
So
you,
poor.
It's okay. I'll get it back.
so,
I'll get that all.
one of you would take the slip that he hands down for judgment, heading back out to the main hall where the secretary would be. She is sitting there, sipping this tea, and looking just like straight ahead out the door. And as you all approach and kind of break her line of vision, she slowly looks up, regards you. Yes, how may I help you?
We're going to turn in the bounty for the
You
captain.
received a judgment.
Yes. Yeah. Here's your thing.
Thank you. Pardon me. I will be right back. She heads off again and returns once again with
All this red tape.
two individuals at this point. You see, once again, the stout halfling deputy mayor, Rowan, and there is also, with those two, a older female human with slight wrinkles, a set of like warm, intelligent eyes, and graying, blondish hair. She walks with a sort of like flowing like evenness to her stride, and she also wears the crest of the city. As she approaches, hello. I understand that you all are the ones responsible for bringing the pirate captain Farley to justice. I just wanted to come and personally offer my thanks. He was quite the scourge upon our city. And she reaches a hand out to shake each of your hands. You all are welcome heroes here in Brenningford anytime. Go by the tavern and show them this pen for a free drink for each of you on us. And along with the pen, she also produces a large sack of gold for your payment for the bounty for bringing Captain Farley to justice. So,
Alright.
we hope that you enjoy the remainder of your time here in Brenningford. And as she says that, Corin is like, I gotta get back to the ship. And she grabs the deckhand and pulls him along as well. And they leave. So, yeah.
I think we gotta scurry back. I need my nameplate.
Yeah.
To forever remember this amazing place.
I just want to
Okay.
run.
Yeah, we
Get
go.
the nameplate.
But we
need
also
to
got
get
free beekeeper.
beer and food. We gotta get it on the go.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
I'll go.
I'll meet you back there. I just have a couple more questions before.
Okay.
Alright.
Sweet. We'll meet you at the tavern.
No, we'll meet
I'll
you
meet
at the ship.
Oh, you're gonna
Meet
meet
you
us at the ship? Okay.
You want a beer?
I'm sure. Beer's always welcome.
You want a quick bite?
Yeah, something other than hardtack would be great.
Got it.
Alright, so me, so Warner, go back to the ship.
Just gonna ask
Come
questions
on.
about
Yes.
Buster's
You're
way
gonna,
out.
You said you're
My
gonna
plate.
your plate.
Never mind.
We're getting tavern food.
I want my plate.
Captain Buster, much more dangerous individual as I understand it. I have not had the delight of encountering him myself, but the reports are that he travels along the coast and causes havoc to merchant ships. Apparently not keen on taking much in the way of loot or rewards, but finds some sick pleasure in the destruction and utter obliteration of beautiful handcrafted vessels.
Specifically, have you heard anything about his recent whereabouts? Or hideouts?
I've not heard anything concrete. The rumors are that he actually has founded and kept organized somehow an island that is to the south of the continent, a few hundred miles, that is a home to all of his kind. And by his kind I mean pirates. Now, no one has been been to corroborate this. These are just rumors, of course. But that would be what I can offer. If you are seeking this individual out, I would implore you to proceed with caution. He is far more dangerous than Farley, and to be honest, actually quite the danger to himself, as I understand.
Thank you. I appreciate your information.
Most welcome. Well, enjoy your drinks and a wonderful evening and safe travels.
Thank you. I go back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go run past the tavern, get food for everybody, drink for everybody, and then continue onto the ship to try to give Captain Alara her half of the gold.
All right. So, I'll say we montage through the remainder of your time here in Brennanford, and you all are able to grab a few bites to eat, a few drinks. You pick up your nameplate, and you make your way back to the ship. With a good bit of time to spare, and kind of get comfortable aboard the ship, and you all hear Corin's voice call out. All right, we're shoving off. I hope everybody's on board. Before you feel the ship lurch as the dock ties are released and the anchor is pulled up, and you feel the Tempest Grace push away from the docks. Once again, taking up its course, heading north up the River Breen, and as you are sailing further inland now, there is a much more active presence on the top deck, and you see that there are many individuals that are kind of watching the bits of or strips of land that are on each side. It appears there's a bit more alertness for possible traps or bandits, something of that nature. But you all continue to travel and begin to enter into the later part of the day, where we'll go ahead and wrap up for this session and pick up there next time.
Woo!
Right.
We got a lot done.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
5-star shopping arc.
Honestly, for a shopping arc, that was pretty good.
Pretty good. Everybody loves a good shopping arc.
I think I showed up, got stuff, and left, and maintained the same amount of gold. So it's a step in the right direction.
I did not. I'm much poorer than when I got here. I'm full of memories.
It did not work out in my favor. So,
Are we?
we are still streaming.
So great, man. Got 2
Oh my
minutes.
gosh, you're still
guys,
here?
listen, because
Chat,
you're
ask your
still
questions.
here,
So crazy.
you must really want some Overworked Nerds content. And
Yay,
so in order to
yay.
get that, you should go to patreon.com/Overworked Nerds and contribute to our Patreon, where you can get even more Overworked Nerds content.
We have cool stuff for you to get, to have.
Yeah.
It's kind of secret, but when you're in there, you'll see it. We made it just for you.
And don't forget to join us Wednesday at 8 p.m. for some Baldur's Gate 3.
That's right. Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Okay. And we're on socials. Find us TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We post funny memes.
We definitely do that.
We did it. And
Sometimes
we're gonna do
that's-
it
Do we?
again.
Do we really?
Yeah. Do you not know this?
Oh, I